Hello there.
Hello there.
I changed this. Yeah, this one's nicer.
There we go.
Yeah. Hi, Ben.
Hello,
Thanks
Lucas.
for
Hello,
joining us
Martin.
tonight.
Hello, Charles. Hello, Dennis. Anybody
Oh,
else in here? Hello,
yes.
StreamYard.
A
Wait.
couple of people in
All right.
chats. Cool. Yeah, it's great you made it. It was a very spontaneous invitation, but we thought you also have some NAMM experience, and it's always fun to hang with you. So
I'm glad to be of service. I can definitely tell you what not to do at NAMM. No, I can tell you what you can do at NAMM because I've never got sick at NAMM. So
don't lick any strange stuff, right?
no, I go to the source. I just go and lick Henning Pauly.
his head.
You lick Henning because he licks everything else. Go straight to the source. Beverage of choice for me is a screwdriver, vodka and orange juice. For those who don't know, keep the vitamin C up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're probably or hopefully not struggling with jet lag anymore when you're going to NAMM?
I shouldn't. I'm doing fairly good with jet lag. So at least up until now, I didn't fly now for quite some time. So
and did you ever fly in this direction?
yes, sure.
Across the Atlantic?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, right.
I was in Costa Rica for 2 weeks and I had no problems at all in any direction.
Cool.
Well,
Also,
Costa Rica is, I think they're on my time zone, so it's only an extra 3 hours at that point.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, you should manage. Yeah, but it's funny that you mentioned it not getting sick because I just thought of Phil McKnight when he always mentioned he got NAMM tracks.
Yes.
I think
Now, once I get home, I'm very run down for a better part of a week, I would say, but not actually sick, but just no energy. And you realize, well, when you're hanging out in California for a week and sleeping 3 to 4 hours a night for a week, kind of catches up after a while.
Yeah.
surprise, surprise.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, about day 5, you're like, ooh, I am not 21 anymore. I can't do this.
Yeah.
This will probably happen to you as well, Martin.
Yeah. BC
Hey,
Rich
GC
also
Rich
joined us.
581. Yes. Good to see you.
Highlighting some
Oh,
books in the chat. Charles was here first.
I will say I made a few videos today, and BC Rich 581, I was thinking of you in one portion of a video. Not that I showed off a beautiful handmade bass, but I may have shown off a beautiful handmade bass.
Ooh, nice.
Cool. We did that.
I'm like, it is 3 minutes till showtime. I can't get in. I don't know what's going on.
Where's this show?
It was for some reason when you guys messaged me this morning or earlier today, the link wasn't an actual link. It was just text in that message. So I tried to copy and paste it, and it still went.
Okay.
What are you new? I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Les will join later as well, but he's working, so he's in the Frankenvan he mentioned. But
Les is always working.
He's always working. Yeah. And I sent him the link as well again because he also had the same issue. He couldn't open it in Instagram, but I sent it on WhatsApp because he will be on the phone anyways. So
awesome.
There's BC Rich, DC Traffic, but lurking. That sounds familiar. So
yes,
always when we are having showtime.
I can tell it in metric. So I was going to do a road trip today to one location, which was an 80-kilometer drive each way, because I had a 4-hour window, and I went, okay, no problem. And when the person came here to take care of my dad while I left, she had mentioned there was an accident on the highway, might be a slowdown.
Oh, no.
So I found out, actually, how far one can travel in a vehicle where you have it in drive, but don't press the accelerator at all and just coast. It's about a little over 4 kilometers in an hour. I'm just saying.
Wow. Walking speed.
Yeah. So I didn't get it took me 2 hours to drive 60 kilometers to a closer town. So instead of going to one music store in the one town I was going to, I just found another music store in that town, which was kind of neat. And I may have bought an amplifier while I was there. So.
Can we see it in the
You
room?
can, but not right now. I'll move stuff. So we'll put it here because apparently this is where new amps go, and this is the new
on top of the DSL.
Yeah, that's this old thing. Oh yes, this will look all professional and everything.
Also, Dennis Ellis is here. Thanks for joining.
This out of the shot. I need casters on everything. So here we go. This is the new beast.
I'm sorry, Dennis. It's both upstairs. Oh, I'm
First of
sorry.
all, that grill cloth right there, right?
The spider webs.
It's amazing. So this is a Pine, which is a Canadian company. We'll show the top. There we go.
Oh,
Pine
okay.
212. Brace yourself, fellas. 7 watts of solid state goodness. And I have a real soft spot for these abominations. Sure. Tilt back built into it. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, but there is.
Yeah, again.
Kind of. Like you can't. Can a fellow shine a light on? Well, sure. Well, yeah, you can kind of see. See, it's on an angle. So, almost closed back. There is a opening, slight opening, and just to be extra safe, it still has the original 2-prong plug. Is that? So 50-50 chance of electrocuting yourself. That's always nice.
That's fun.
Yeah. I haven't figured out where the on-off switch is. That's what I'm not seeing on it. Oh, okay. Well, nope. Figured out the volume control is the on-off switch.
Okay.
Sure. Tremolo and reverb. This I haven't even plugged it in yet. I've only been home for an hour.
But it works.
Oh, so yeah, that's it.
It hopefully does.
Made in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I don't know what they retailed for, but I didn't pay retail.
How old is it?
I would say approximately 50 years at least.
Okay.
The grill cloth tells me 60s, but knowing Canada, they bought a bunch in the 60s and kept using it instead.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm going to try to date it further, but
it's a 2x12 with 7 watts only.
Yeah, 7 watts, 212, solid state. So you can't even say, oh, it's one of those boutique Class A amps that's half a watt. It can power a whole sound stage. No. I'm going to guess, even though it appears to be a professional amplifier, it will not keep up with the drummer.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure
7 watts
with an electric drum kit not plugged in at this point, but
yes, 7 watts is really nothing because I have a 7 watts tube amp and it's just a 10-inch speaker, but that's not that loud.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yep. But it'll look cool back there somewhere. I don't know.
Is it probably from the style like those custom amps?
It's going to sound terrible, but that's the best part.
It's for a special tone.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys had the equivalent in Europe in the 60s into the 70s. Basically, your department store guitars and amplifiers to a certain extent. You go to a music shop for a real, but they're more guitar-shaped objects and amplifier-shaped objects. They're not real, is what I'm saying. The equivalent of your silver tones and your Magna whatevers and Harmony.
Quirky British amps from that era. I'm not sure if Marshall or Vox has any quirky amps, but here on continental Europe, I don't know any brands.
As far as I've been told from my parents and from my grandparents, the only place you could get any musical equipment was in music stores here locally.
Well, you guys never really had the department stores per se, other than in the larger cities, right? Like I know, like London, they would have those big department stores of note that there's 6 floors and they take up half a city block.
Right? Not in that way that you can buy pretty much anything.
No, like you can't go buy a dress for your wife, a barbecue, a set of tires for your car, and I don't know, a spatula, all in the same store.
No.
Not really. No.
Not really. You can get your groceries and some kitchen hardware, maybe
stuff
yes, like and toys together, but that's about it.
Right.
You don't get much more than this. So, yeah.
Well, back in the day here, you could buy this stuff in a department store or out of a catalog from the department store, or even a drugstore, a pharmacy would sell musical instruments back in the day. My dad used to buy his guitar strings at the local pharmacy.
Strange.
That's really weird.
That's the chemist for you Brits, the local chemist. You say that around here, that's a totally different person.
So did you need a prescription for your strings?
Right? And you bought whatever they carried. Well, I'm curious to plug that thing in eventually. It's got a, I don't know, 1-tone control and a volume. What more do you need? I don't know. Everything?
Minimalistic for sure. Looking forward for the demo already.
Hey,
yes, I'm looking forward to shooting the demo.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right. Martin has a custom amp. It's the head, and it only has just the volume. So one knob amp.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds like an amplifier made for me.
It's not bad sounding.
It sounds actually fairly good.
It also works as a pedal platform.
Yeah,
surprisingly well.
There's nothing to mess up, right? Because if anything, let's be honest. If a gentleman designs an amplifier without controls, he's gonna basically made it a sweet spot. He's gonna find what sounds most pleasant, the most variety of pickups, and that's what he does. And then with a single volume, all we would do is make it sound worse by turning knobs. Generally, well, unless you're one of those professionals that knows the knob turning capabilities. Charles 75N's just shaking his head at me. He's like, I don't understand why Lucas and Martin have this gentleman on. You know exactly why, Charles. You know exactly why.
Because of reasons.
Lifestyle choices.
Lifestyle choices.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, but on that one, what I really also like to do is put an EQ pedal in front of it.
Sure.
Yeah, because then you can just find.
Then you have the knobs, but they're the individual knobs for it'd be like one of those amplifiers. You see that, and they've got 40 knobs, and you're like, that better be a 4-channel amplifier, and they're like, no. I understand, Charles. I understand. Charles would have loved it today when I saw that in the shop. The guy was actually using this as basically a stand for a keyboard. It was just a keyboard sitting on top of it. So I looked around the shop and I said, well, you have a lot of nice stuff here. Strictly used. Everything's used in the store. Okay. You have a lot of really neat stuff. So how much for the keyboard stand / Canadian cheap amplifier over there? And he threw out a number, and of course I had to do a rebuttal because that's the best part about a place that sells nothing but used gear. There's no margins, really. Everything's negotiable. And I shot a video of the store as well, so there is a store tour video coming out.
Awesome.
Yeah, and which then I go off on a tangent. I realized because originally it was going to be part of a vlog video, but then the gentleman's like, "Oh, let me know when that comes out," and I'm thinking that was actually just for my channel members, but. Now so I put a beginning and an end on once I got home. I'm like, hi, I forgot to do an intro. Here it is. And there you go. And I talk about this at the end of the store tour because I did. Hey, it's SMY Tree.
Trev also
SMY Tree. Trev, if you have the time, you can also jump in. I can send you the link or I did send it on Skype. So if you want to jump in, I've sent the link a couple of hours ago. Still there. see if he hops in. Do you want to start with the shirt?
So yeah,
NAMM.
let's start with the first news that we're having. And yeah, I've also already told it on last time. We're about to make a shirt, and this one will be available on Charles' store, because we also were talking already about monetizing the channel when we may hit 1,000 subscribers, but in Austria with taxes and everything, it just doesn't work with the two of us.
Yeah, we need some kind of license as well, which costs. So that's already some kind of investment, and the income we would generate from the channel, from selling merch and whatever, would lead us to need an accountant, basically, just to make everything properly. And
an accountant for the company, then an accountant
or for us individually.
As well.
We don't need a company. We can just get the income ourselves. But it's just a little bit too complicated for the couple of bucks we would earn. And then that's why you had the idea to just use Charles's shop.
Yeah, first the idea was to get this all separated and make it like a club where we use all the money for donations, and not for us. So bypass.
This goes right back into it. Yes,
right away from us, just so that Google does not get the money. But unfortunately, as soon as we're doing any kind of monetization with the channel, with the YouTube channel, we are already in the territory where it's considered as personal gain.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how we use the funds or the money we get in. As soon as we monetize it,
Yes, so we can't get it past us directly to someone else. We just have to first tax it and then could bypass it. And as mentioned, we would have to pay more probably than we would earn. So there was nothing to go.
So what you're saying is you don't want to say I'm more of the, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. So or just go ahead and do it, and then
here.
But I understand that because you guys are family men, you have responsibilities in life, whereas I don't. So, and it is much different here in Canada. I think in Canada you can make up to $30,000 a year without having to be a business. You don't even have to really declare it.
Yeah,
you can't do that as a job, but just like cash deal stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, here it's like there's no money amount or no amount that's excluded, like for hobby. So
does that mean like if you sold a guitar, you would have to claim that as income, that money?
No, that's because it's just private. But the shop is
and you had taxed it already when you bought it.
Yeah, it's like value-added taxes or sales tax.
The sales tax were already taken from it, so from then on, it's private.
Right. So if I would sell something to you, that's no problem.
But on the other hand, if you were to charge me for a guitar setup, you would have to claim that money, right? Because that's for a service, income on a service.
Not sure if it's like for a friend.
That's what we can call it. I can do that a fair amount.
I would have to.
You would have to write an invoice as well.
Invoice and have to tax it. Yes.
See, this is why cash is king, folks. You slip Martin €40 in cash.
Get a new wiring.
Nobody's wiring. That's why everybody wants the plastic so they can track all your purchases.
Yeah, and
Bo?
There are not really any loopholes or anything, and we just don't want to risk it because
I get
it's just hobby and fun, but the fines wouldn't be.
And Johnny Bean is also here. Thanks for joining.
Johnny?
Yeah, you mentioned him, right?
Yeah, that's Bo.
That's Bo, yeah.
Yes.
It's Guitarman 45. No.
Yeah,
I know. Hey, Johnny. Thanks for joining.
Excuse me.
So yeah,
Austria, Canada, Texas, North Carolina in the house. All right. Yeah, are you driving down with Johnny? Or
with Les.
With Les, and
yes.
Johnny's already there.
Johnny flies
to Anaheim.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna pick him up at the airport. At least that's the last
As of right now, plan. The tentative plan, as they say.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. So due to that, that shirt will not be in a store for us. So we just want to provide it to people who would like to have something like this from our channel.
I love that idea. Put it on Charles, because Charles is in Texas and everything's, anything goes in Texas. We know that. He's like, I'm in Texas. I'll do whatever I want.
And also, we really don't care for the money. So everything that comes from this is also going to Charles.
It's going to a new fabric, most likely
for him. So yeah, he can use it however he wants. He offered to send us the money for friends. He'll be walking, yes.
Johnny will be walking.
And I'm again watching your stream and on Google Maps guiding you, right? Like on the last time when you were, where was it?
You navigated Johnny.
I navigated Johnny, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charles. Happy to help. Yeah, that's great.
Charles does a lot of helping. He helps out you guys. He helps me out. He's a helper. I'm just saying. He's a helper.
So yeah. And we wanted to have it on Teespring for a particular reason, because they send it when you order it in Europe, they send it from Europe. If you order it in the US, they send it from the US. And like this, it's better for the environment. It's easier for the ones buying it, and so it makes sense to have it there and provide the shirt like this. And as mentioned, Charles can do whatever he wants. He offered to send us the money again so we can use it for charity, and I said, no, please don't. We don't want to come any money of this back to us. Just keep it away from us. So
allergic to money. No.
Sounds stupid, but it is the way it is. So he should do with it whatever he wants. If he feels bad about it, he can still give it to charity himself. Or my suggestion was save it, and
all the $5 he will earn. I have no idea how much you get from selling a T-shirt, but it can't be that much.
Yeah. And if it happens to be enough to come to pay for a flight to visit us at some point in 50 years, you should use it for that.
So everyone should buy an L&M guitar shirt just to fund Charles's European adventure.
So let's show the design of the shirt. I think it's a really cool one.
I like my amps like bedroom. And
not for the skinny jean crowd. Okay, but I love that
as well. It's not a Marshall. It's
I like it. And
that one. I hope we can get this one on the shirts in time for so I have one at NAMM already.
Because that's catchy. That's catchy.
Yeah,
it's just fun and really cool design.
Yeah, the apostrophe will be removed. The grammars.
The amps.
So, Bo also likes it.
Check your Skype, Trev.
And as well.
Trev is in the tone check now. Where is the link?
Yeah,
in the Skype group.
Yeah, Ben already mentioned.
Yeah.
Rody joined as well.
Skype and I knew it was there. What's up,
Rody?
Hey, Rody. Thanks for joining.
You were navigating Johnny through Nashville.
Yeah, right.
To find a Starbucks.
Yeah.
donation on behalf of the Austrian Musical Society. That sounds like something fancy from Vienna.
Yeah,
it's just meanwhile, it's just a shell corporation that you guys actually have. And why is the Australian Musical Society based out of the Cayman Islands? tax reasons. Isn't it 30?
I
Still.
always thought you go to Delaware for stuff like that. Not Texas.
Dennis also likes it. So
Thanks. Hey, Trev.
So yeah, I think.
Hey, Jeff.
Cheers, guys.
Long time no see.
Oh yeah, come on.
Been a day.
The pling.
Oh, I gotta catch up.
The thing with the plane.
The pling thing.
Now, Trev, we did not hang out last night, did we?
Nope.
No.
No, we watched Under the Bus
Right.
and didn't win a $50 gift card for a random.
Okay. Just checking. Yes, because Trev gets me all wound up at night, and I had an early day today, so I didn't get to hang out with Trev offline last night.
Enjoy. Sorry, say again, Ben.
Well, Trev and I have been hanging out a lot like this offline, and he's been prodding at me to play more guitar, apparently, and so I have been as a result. And then when he does,
in the calendar where Ben gets his hours written down too.
Yeah, apparently he's writing down hours, and hey, do you know this song? And he gets free guitar lessons out of it. That's what he does.
That's great.
Clever, Trev.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I literally songs I haven't played in 20, 30 years, and he's I used to know it. Let's see,
Which songs, for example?
Oh, well, we were doing some Black Sabbath the other night.
April
Which
Wine.
I haven't played Black Sabbath since high school, probably.
Okay.
Ben was doing his best Van Halen the other night. That was pretty groovy.
That was different. And all kind, 80s stuff, 90s. Well, I was even playing some Sheryl Crow the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to dig into the old Canadiana vault.
That too. A lot, we went through an April Wine kick one night.
Some Honeymoon Suite, I believe.
Honeymoon Suite, yes. Platinum Blonde, Headpins. I haven't busted any Loverboy on them yet.
Or Trooper, for that matter.
I don't know if I know any Trooper. I'll learn some Trooper for you.
General Hand Grenade.
Yeah. Figure that out. We got the Strat out the other night, so get that Stratty tone for that song. Only the Canadians watching are like, oh, okay, Trooper. The rest of the world is like, who?
Yeah. Me too.
Guitar Man probably know.
Guitar Man's got to know who Trooper
He's
is.
close enough to Canada to have had some drip over.
If Billy Baloney was watching or lurking, he would know. I bet you they played Cleveland. Everybody played Cleveland.
Just underneath.
Herman Brood?
It's a Herman Brood. Never heard of it.
Not
Doesn't
familiar.
ring a bell.
I'd be curious on it. Because I'm not that good, Bo.
No pressure.
I might be able to do Hold the Line, because Hold the Line is just rock and roll hoochie coo.
Hey, T. Ricky. Thanks for joining.
What's up, T. Ricky?
So yeah,
Cheers, man.
next thing we planned to do was go through the exhibitor list and see what you guys would like me to check out.
Big American brands not attending Fender, Gibson, and
PRS.
I didn't see PRS either.
Yeah.
But the list is still
There will be some PRSs probably on site, because there's a PRS distributor that has a booth, so he may have a couple.
Okay.
But not officially yet. They don't have their big room.
Yeah.
There's one guitar manufacturer in particular that I'm kind of hoping to look at, and I'm really digging these Volas. With the one that Alex got, and
I didn't see
that
that.
one I saw there the other week.
But we can check out the list and
Let's
just
see. Yeah. Is this big enough? This should work, right?
Yeah.
So we can switch.
You
to
can
the
read
screen.
it off to me. I'm fine. I'm half blind because I'm old.
Yeah, same for me. I'm young, but still half blind.
Well,
speaking of old and Canadian, Trev, you were driving. You're like, picked myself up a new Pine amp today.
Oh,
So, shall we
There you
start
go.
with the amps?
let's start with the amps.
was that from the used music store you were speaking of?
It was
Very nice.
212, 7 watts. All
More on that later.
7 watts, 212.
right, what do we got there?
Sounds crazy.
Oh, of course,
Amp
it's alphabetical.
brands.
So,
Adam Hall, North America sounds like a distributor rather than an actual company.
Don't know what that is.
Never heard of it. The first brand I know is Ampeg.
Ampeg.
Bass amps?
And now is it? Oh yeah, I guess everybody's moved into the building. I was going to say Ampeg before that was actually at a hotel. They weren't actually on the NAMM floor, as I
I guess
recall.
there's some room now with some of the other folks.
Ashdown is bass as well.
Area guitars would be worth a stop.
Oh, wait,
for sure.
We already bookmarked Blue guitar.
Thomas?
Blue?
Yeah.
Thomas
Boutique
does. some-
amp distribution also.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're there. That's odd. Oh wait, no. Hang on. I think that's just a meeting room, Martin. That's not an actual booth.
okay.
How do we see that? Or how?
That's.
And you're like, how do you know
awesome.
that? And I only know that because the last Tone Talk, Dave mentioned as much. He said, I think we have a meeting room there, but they're not actually doing a
Because
display.
it's here in the corner.
Yeah, a small thing over here. I think all the stars are where we already selected.
And if they are having a booth, someone better let Dave know. He's got to put some stuff together.
This looks pretty tiny.
Yeah.
Synergy.
All right. Okay, so Bo's going to give me Triumph and Rush lessons. Perfect. See, that works. Trickle-down effect. I'll give you the lessons after I get them from Bo. And he's got a Gretsch
corner
coming.
while you guys are
Another Gretsch.
maybe on the next water boat.
Don't-
Hey, Crazy Tube Circuits. Check them out.
Heard
Okay.
of that, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
they do great stuff. Really good
Dean
stuff.
guitars. You got to go to Dean. No?
I bookmark anything you say because Martin just has to go. We'll be walking all day.
Dimebag legacy.
You don't have to walk as far as you used to. It's all good.
He likes walking and hiking anyway.
Go.
Yeah.
I would want to
Already
stop
got
by.
ESP traditionally had a huge, like when I went, they had a big room. Their room was as big as PRS's. It was one of the biggest displays, actually. They crammed in a couple hundred guitars in that room.
Wow. Friedman? Glockenklang. That's very...
See, I thought that they have them there. Yeah, but oh yeah. See, those are booth numbers, right? And that's a 5.
Yep.
The 5s, I think, might.
That was the same number. Is that the same number as the boutique?
Yeah, look at that.
Close.
515 should be
It was
515.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same room.
same room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fishman?
which I recall is a meeting room upstairs.
makes sense. So I don't have to
Go Dan.
actually because it's included.
Fishman?
Go down, yeah.
Sure. I don't know who Hamilton Metalcraft is, but it sounds like a studio in Hamilton, Trev. I'm just saying.
Right?
Metalcraft.
Where'd you record your album? Hamilton Metalcraft. I can tell.
Amps, DJ equipment, guitars,
Ooh,
lighting.
High Watt. You gotta check out
Yeah.
High Watt.
High watt electronics.
Although there's no booth listed. See, so
Right.
what's
Hmm.
up
Right
with that?
underneath.
There is High Watt Electronics, right down LTD.
All right. Yeah, well, you might. I don't know.
Down the street from
room too.
Friedman.
I'd bookmark it in case. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has anything new come from High Watt in the last century? I don't know.
Good question.
Martin will find out.
That's exactly. That's why I'd be like, "What do you got? What's going on here? What do you got? What's new?"
What are
IK
you doing here?
Multimedia.
Korg.
Okay, you got Korg. Yeah, Korg's a huge
What
booth.
out there?
IK
They were doing
Multimedia.
pedals.
That,
No?
yeah.
Amps?
That's virtual
Plugin.
stuff. That's like what amplitude
Plugin.
and stuff. No,
Maybe you can get a free plugin.
Maybe.
Why not?
get what you pay for.
You just
Korg
have
has
to
a huge
have enough
display.
bedroom in your
traditionally.
plugin.
Yeah.
Korg?
Definitely.
Because they should have Vox.
Check
Because-
out Line 6. Line 6 are a bunch of good guys. Yeah, Korg's good because Korg owns like everybody.
Yeah, Vox amplifications. That's cool.
Like
Clark
Star.
guitars, Tanglewood.
Yeah, they own.
Star as well. Yeah, Korg is.
They're huge. Korg is ridiculously huge.
Yeah, and also
all the YouTube
stuff is also Korg. Yeah,
that's Korg. LA Vintage, Laney, because Martin likes Laney amps.
Yep. Yeah. Check out Line 6.
Buys it. Sorry?
Line 6. Line 6. Those are good guys. Tell Frank Shot I say hi. He's a good guy.
Marshall, of course.
Of course.
Neural DSP for plugins.
If you're into that stuff.
The Quad Cortex.
PV?
PV?
You want to know PV?
Go just to giggle. Go just because what was the last time PV showed up? It was just like a cardboard cutout of Hartley PV and some brochures or something, I think, Trev, at the summer.
Take a picture.
Really?
I was at the PV booth. Positive grip, reverb, ref. Those are Canadian as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, they're right in downtown Winterpeg or something. I don't know.
Middle of nowhere.
Rockstars of Tomorrow. It's a bunch of kids walking around.
I don't know why Seymour Duncan is in the amps category.
Probably for some active pickups or for acoustic pickups, preamps. That might be. I think they have something for that.
True Temperament. Would you like to try that? Aren't those squiggly frets?
Yes.
Yes, they're the lightning-looking fret things.
Squiggly frets.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Wampler's in the same room as the boutique amps and
Wampler is boutique amp distribution, basically.
Try 50-15.
Yamaha,
and this sounds interesting. Yi Wu Fit Import Export Trading.
That just sounds like straight out of the basement.
Import Export Trading. That's like could literally be anything and nothing. Yeah. That was amps.
Should we go for bass, BC Rich?
Yes, go to all of them.
25. All of them. It's taking 5 hours.
Go check out some Bartolini pickups. I know they're good. That's all I know.
Pooh, thanks for joining. No band won't be going.
Unfortunately not, Pooh. Not this year.
Let's go.
I was hoping to meet you as well, but yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Exactly. I'm hoping next year is going to be a bigger event too. Makes it a little more worthwhile to go.
How many times did you attend so far?
I went to 2 winters and 1 summer.
Okay. And now there's only this one, the one in spring.
Yeah.
There's no summer and winter.
There's only that one.
Can we just move the winter one to Nashville? Because it'd be a cooler hang, literally and figuratively.
Cooler hang, yeah.
Well, the nice thing about Summer NAMM was you walked outside, and that's like everything's right there. You're downtown. The convention center is right downtown Nashville. So
cool.
And during off hours, because the showroom's floor is only open so many hours a day. And fun fact: Nashville is the bachelorette party capital of the world. So you got a lot of women making bad lifestyle choices.
Well, at the Yamaha booth, I also said to Martin, he will find boats next to pianos, next to guitars, most likely.
Turntables, motorcycles, outboard, boat, motors.
Everything.
Yeah. Whatever floats your boat.
I think last year, from what I've seen, it was that they had 2 booths separated. One for the keyboard stuff, when Lars was there, and one with the guitars.
Okay.
I think the last time I was there, they actually had multiple booths. Because the way the floor is set, like they did a separate piano one over in the piano area, Yamaha guitars, and then there was Yamaha, the corporation type thing, and everything else. Exactly, Pooh Ninja. Exactly.
Just had to highlight this comment. Effects and pedals. Still haven't heard of Adam Hall, but now it makes me curious what brand.
Now you got to go check them out. I think they're a distributor because they're coming up for everything.
Brands: LD
I suppose
System,
I could look them up.
Defender, Adam Hall, Palmer, Hofner, Maton, Mad Professor.
Okay, Death by Audio you got to check out. They're good.
You want to try Maton? You never played a Maton, or did you?
I did.
You did. Okay, I haven't played a Maton.
But yeah, I don't mind playing one again.
Let's.
Those
check out.
I really
Adam
like
Hall then.
those Aussie guitars.
Checking out Adam Hall, you just walk up. Who are you people? Yeah, definitely audio. You definitely want to check out. They make some really cool stuff.
Just
Yeah, of
okay.
course they're
Guitars as
attacked.
well. Ah, okay, it's just the category. But Delicious Audio's Stompbox booth.
Yes, then with a name like that, how can you not?
Yeah, it's
Come on, Delicious Audio, of course.
tasty. For tasty tone,
Who
go
does-
to Delicious Audio.
Ernie Ball.
They do pedals and strings and
Yeah,
guitar.
they have, their booth is actually quite large. And Music Man would be separate from the Ernie Ball booth, adjacent maybe.
LA Vintage Line 6. We did those. Palmer already. Audio, Rogan, RX.
Backing for the pedal companies, eh? But then again, a lot of those guys would often share one booth.
Let's switch over to the
fun stuff.
400 results of guitars.
That's going to take a minute.
Bo is asking if Lawrence has a booth there.
He does not. He's not actually going this year either. He and I were talking last week. He's like, "Are you going?" No. You going? No. Okay. Lawrence is actually
I'm
looking
picking
at
the
doing
year where
something
no
a
one
little
is
different.
going.
Les is going, Johnny is going, and Tim Pierce.
Yeah.
So
And Jeff McAlane.
I won't give away what Lawrence's plans are as far as marketing, but he has an idea and or a different direction, we'll say. And I really like the idea. And it's a smart idea for him, especially being the one-man operation that he is. So I'll let him talk about that in the future. But it's cool. That's all I'm saying, folks. It's cool. Well, you guys all know Lawrence. He is cool.
Yeah. So I'm really looking.
Aristides, I'm familiar with that brand as well.
Oh, yeah. It's more blurry going through my glasses. Oh, there we go. Just move my head back and forth.
Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, no, it's maybe.
I'm really looking forward to try the Abasi guitars.
Did I select that?
Yeah, we have already selected that.
Where is it? Here.
Yeah.
Abasi
Abasi
Concepts.
Concepts.
Yeah.
Because they look weird, but the way Abasi described it, or Tosin Abasi described it on Phil's channel once, was that he did go for ergonomic design,
functional.
for function over everything. Doesn't care for the look, just for ergonomics, and this is something that's really intriguing me.
Yeah.
I looked at them. I didn't try one, but they were a pretty crowded area.
Yeah, you just cannot play them anywhere near us. Never seen one. Maybe just it's guitar
same.
Summit.
I don't even know if you can get one in Canada. To be honest, I'm sure somebody has that shop, right, Trev? You know, the boutique that you don't even know about.
Yeah, I wonder if my friends there at West
Black
Coast
Mountain
are-
Picks? You'd like to go there?
Black Mountain Picks, Canadian company out of Vancouver.
Oh,
Neighbor.
The slide.
The slide.
There you go, Martin. There's a Black Mountain pick.
Wait a second. Yeah, I have.
Yep. There's also
One
one.
too.
Yeah, I have
Cool
one
stuff.
of those as well
I
at
have
home.
the, whoops, same one, the red one as well.
Now, I'll give you some advice, Martin. When you see, deals like these and stuff, you go, if a fella gives a fella one of these, that fella can make a video about it for his YouTube channel, and then they'll go, well, here, take one, go make a video. Just saying, leave some space in the luggage.
Yeah,
There won't be because he's taking a guitar with him.
Well,
that's
there's
in
that.
the hand luggage.
Okay.
But it's interesting, as a lot of people know, you can't, you can, but in theory, you can't buy anything at NAMM. Sometimes on the last day you can make a deal because they don't want to take it home situation. But yes, you can't buy anything at NAMM. However, you can get a lot of stuff given to you at NAMM.
Yeah.
Right place at the right time.
Yeah. That's why we're selecting the right brands now, so Martin can get the right stuff.
So, hey, Lawrence, thanks for joining.
Thank you, Lawrence.
He heard us. Lawrence,
I was just talking about you,
How are
Lawrence,
you?
saying they're asking if you were going to NAMM. I said no, but you have some other ideas, sort of similar but different, but I didn't give it away because that's your announcement. Unless you want me to talk about it, and then I'll gladly plug you for like 14 and a half minutes while you continue to work. Just saying.
Just popped in and can't stay.
Yeah.
So
He may have already left and didn't hear any of that, so we don't know.
Could be.
Thanks for
Of course,
saying hi,
okay,
Lawrence.
you got Martin checked off. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. If they do half of what they used to do, it used to be huge, lots of guitars, sound one of the best sounding areas on the NAMM floor. It's just so pleasant.
yeah.
Card chords. Never heard of them.
And that's where you get to play ridiculous Martins that you'd never normally play. Oh, Cattle and Bread, always good one.
I just saw the most ridiculous. I need to show you. What's it called? The deluxe something.
That 400 or something.
D400?
Or D200?
D200 deluxe. Most over the top Martin.
Yeah.
It only costs, brace yourself, 149,700 euro.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Share screen.
It's going to have, I know it's all the bling. They're beautiful. Yeah.
It's all the bling imaginable.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Let's go to the bling headstone.
Yeah, like, come on.
The back is just insane.
It's very celestial. Yeah, because, you need all the inlay on the back of the guitar.
Yeah, for the audience to hear.
I'm not a steampunk person at all, and I didn't think there's a lot of steampunk acoustic crossover, let alone at that price point.
Right.
Holy crap on a cracker.
It seems just insane.
And the thing is, it probably doesn't even sound that good compared to a regular Martin because the top itself is separated in different parts all over the place. You see it right here.
All the abalone.
All the abalone and everything. So
who does the heel? Why would you do the heel? You're just making it less strength. I don't know. I'm sure it was made by some master artisan. Like, come on. Inlays in ebony.
Yeah, and probably the top can't even vibrate properly compared to one with a straight normal Sitka spruce top all over it.
It's just insane.
That's ridiculous.
But 50 limited.
And surprisingly ugly, though. I'm just saying.
Watchmaker Roland G. Murphy.
Okay, so it's yeah. I was getting the steampunk vibe, but I get it with all the gears. Watchmaker. Is there a huge crossover between the watchmaker aficionados and the acoustic fit? Well, I guess if you can afford high-end watches, you can afford a high-end Martin. Never mind.
But you've got a
breaking
point
your
there.
snifter of like, I don't know, if it's less than 50-year-old, I don't drink it.
Chapman? Is Chapman worth a stop?
It's just a meeting room. Has been for years.
Okay.
It's down the street next door to Dave.
Yari guitars.
Yeah, Pooh says buy luggage to return with. Pack slim clothes. They take up less.
Did you tick off Cattle and Bread, Lucas? Just saying. Martin should hit up Cattle and Bread. They make great stuff.
Pedals mostly, right?
All the pedals.
All the pedals. Okay.
Dirty little secret is their take on a Marshall. Just saying.
Cool.
I have the 68 and I'm happy with that.
Come on. Did you
It's like the 68, only not quite as good. That's part of Korg, so that makes sense. Or Court, I guess. Court.
Eastman?
Sure.
And Electro Harmonics.
Go say hi to Mike Matthews.
Oh, come on, you're not going to go to the EMG?
What are you going to see? The latest in 8185 sets, Trev?
Yeah. What kind of fancy tape put on his latest pickups now?
Rechargeable batteries.
They just make what were the new pickups EMG just made?
It's
They
gotta
did
be
make
getting competitive
something
because
new.
they've got Fishman chomping at the bit, right?
Yeah, well, Fishman's there too.
Jazzmaster pickups. EMG made new Jazzmaster pickups.
Yeah. Who did
Look
a
at the
video about
lubricants
that? Christopher
all
Rock?
kinds of.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think.
You want to go check it out?
Why not?
Why not? How many days are you going to NAMM? All
You got 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
Yes.
Wow. That's gonna be really
And you
tiring.
can see it all in one, probably.
Really? Is that possible?
Oh yeah. Now it used to not be quite possible. Well, you could see it all in a day previously, but you can't stop walking the entire day, basically, and walk it as fast as you can. In theory, you could do it.
I get the feeling that the Austrians are in pretty good physical shape. Just saying. I'll bet you Martin's going to be, Laz is going to be tapping out. The rest of the group's going to be like, oh, I got to sit down. It's going to be like.
Well, Laz is also a hiker. He had no problems last summer when we went up a hill.
Yes, but come on. Who's going to get distracted more, Lucas? Martin or Laz?
And you got to think that it's in LA. It's California. There's going to be smog. So the O2 content's going to be a lot lower than what you're used to.
Martin's like, how do you breathe around here? They're like, what? We're at sea level.
You like, you get home and you feel like you've been smoking cigarettes the whole fucking time.
Yeah, we're at 400 to 600 meters above sea level.
Cheers,
here.
Blackjack.
Hey, Blackjack Guitar.
Hey, Blackjack Guitar. Thanks for joining.
Boas, if you'll live stream over there. Good luck getting cell connection.
Silk clothes, and that's slim.
Silk clothes.
Do we have silk clothes?
I won't take
pajamas.
I won't take too
Any
much
clothes
with me. No, I won't take too much with me home because I don't want to get stopped at the customs. And
I recommend taking clothes you don't mind not taking home, for instance. So if you do run out of room in luggage, you're like, I really don't need an extra pair of jeans.
Yeah, but
free stuff from NAMM or jeans.
Yeah, you can buy more jeans when you get home. That's what I'm saying. You take clothes you don't mind leaving at once.
I'm aware of that, but at the end of the day, if I get stopped at the customs, I don't want to get stopped at the customs
with a whole bunch of all this new stuff.
Because I'm taking a guitar with me. Don't forget this. I have a guitar with me that was not to.
How long are you going to be in the United States for?
10 days. I'm flying on the 11th.
Okay, so you're probably allowed to bring back a certain amount duty free, I would imagine.
Yeah, not much. That's I think €100 or something like this.
No idea.
Really? Even for 10 days? Usually.
I smuggled in an iPad the last time I came home from the US.
Wow.
It's over 10 years.
That's why you don't mind taking free T-shirts and stuff like that, because
Or another tip from Miss Pooh Ninja: buy thrift store clothes at the show and donate them when you leave. You like a T-shirt cannon, free shirts. Only wore them 2 days at NAMM. Martin's main reason.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm going.
That was the idea why you're going.
Yeah, just combine.
The cost of shipping is more than half of what you're going to spend anyway, so might as well. Mazel.
I mean, the ticket is not that much more expensive.
No, the flight ticket itself is just €50 more than it would have cost me to ship the guitar, including 23 kilograms of luggage and the hand luggage. In addition to those 23 kilograms, where I will store my tele. So
that's 50 pounds for
no brainer.
Who says this life will be deleted after air to protect the guilty?
Do you want to go G7s, the capo company?
I have no idea.
They have those expensive capos.
Okay.
The G7th.
That's one of those ones where you kind of need to see a map of all the check marks you've made, because if it's right next to one that you've already got, awesome. But if it's a trip all the way across into a corner where you're not even going to be going,
you end up going everywhere over the course of 3 days. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
At some point, you just go for a wander, a walkabout, if you will.
Goto for some hardware.
Yeah,
they should provide us, or maybe they can provide us, want to provide us with modding stuff.
If Greer Audio is going to be there. See you, Poo Ninja.
We didn't select Gretsch.
How did we not see Gretsch?
Because Gretsch isn't actually there. That'd be a distributor, probably.
See you, Poo.
Because if Fender's not there, Gretsch won't be there.
Johnny.
That's not actually Gretsch?
I don't think so. Just because they're owned by Fender. And if Fender's not there,
Gretsch is part of Fender.
I can't see them being there.
True.
Gretsch.
Martin will find out.
Guangzhou Weibo.
Is Greer Amps there, or Greer Amplification? They make pedals and stuff. I didn't see them on the pedal list.
Guild Guitars? Is that interesting?
Oh, Guild, you have to check out Guild.
Yeah.
New ownership. Play Starfire. You'll fall in love.
If you like
Starfire 2.
Semi-hollows and your hollows, I mean, isn't that...
Okay,
that's the right import.
True.
And they do a line of acoustic guitars as well.
Hamilton Metalcraft again.
Metalcraft.
I don't see Hagstrom there either. No Hagstrom.
No.
Hark.
Hi, what?
Did we select? No, they have.
I think you're already going there.
Yeah, there's no booth.
Hosa, they have tables stuff.
Sure, go say hi to Dylan over at Hosa. He's a nice guy. Hosco. Check out Hosco.
Who is Hoshino again?
I have no idea, but you check out Hosco, Martin.
They're tools.
They do like repair tools and my friend races with Hosco. Yeah, all made in Japan stuff. Good stuff too.
Cool.
Yeah, right.
Jamstick. That's something.
Of course,
JHS.
That's a given.
Because the night
You're going to see a sea of white. Everything is white.
Yeah,
and it's the same booth.
You can ask.
It's like walking into an Apple store or something. It's very weird.
Gonna have someone in a monkey costume.
What pedal should I buy next?
Tell me about your upcoming videos.
Yeah, what do you have upcoming so I can buy low and sell high?
Yeah, the one thing that this video told me was, make use of what you have.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah.
And most people thought, I need a Bad Monkey. What's he called?
Bad Monkey, yeah.
Bad Monkey.
Killer guitar and instrument straps.
Do you want a killer strap?
Just because it's got killer in the title, but
just because it has killer in the title.
So
if Ben can go to the latest pedals, I can go to the killer strap.
The logo is killer too.
They look great in that picture.
I need to scroll down again now. Sorry. Where's the killer?
Maybe next time do a right click and open in a new tab.
Yeah, but then you
then we wouldn't see it though, Trev.
I'm just sharing one tab.
Sharing a tab on my screen. I got you.
Close guitars, are those the carbon fiber guitars? I think.
No idea. KMC Music rings a bell. Check them out. I think they do some really cool stuff. I think that's a really cool pedal company, but I could be wrong. Lifestyle choices.
Carbon fiber instruments, close guitars.
Right.
KMC
Music. They have
Washburn, Oscar Schmidt.
That's where I know the name.
Okay. Vandal, Digitech, Hagstrom,
Suzuki, so you can still ride a bike.
So they must be, they're the parent company. Okay, there we are then.
KMC, okay.
Ring a bell. That's all I'm saying.
Again, Meyer, because they have accessories and stands. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cork. We had that already. LA Vintage as well.
Wonder if Vintage Guitars is going to be there again. They usually have a good booth.
Legator?
Yeah.
Those are headless as well.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they're all like metal, shreddy machines.
Okay, then I will remove the bookmark. Unless you want to see it.
Unless you guys want to see
I
it.
do not. Been there, done that.
I mean, you kind of got to go by L&M products because you share the name. They might just give you something to.
L&M products.
True.
What do they have?
Hi, we are L&M.
Guitar
It's
club.
right next door to the Friedman
Sure.
business ring, the
I
5,000
have
block.
LM Cabin Fever. No. It's just worth going.
Sherlock tells me something. They have also such a locking
Maestro
system?
Guitar Singapore.
Does ring a bell as well.
Maestro.
Yeah, it's not the same Maestro that's owned by Gibson. Can't be.
Pedal line.
Check them out a bit first, just to make sure they're not the kind of folks that are going to be like, you can't use that name. Copyright.
This one surprised us a lot. Maybach guitars, because they have like very Gibson and Fendery style guitars, and I always thought that they're not selling in the US, but now they're at NAMM.
Yeah, but NAMM is global, so.
Oh, it's not for the US market.
Like, it is for the US mainly, but then you get Canadians going, but there's Europeans over there. Like, why is the captain over there? Why am I running into Lee Anderton over there unless he's just there for the Chapman guitar side of things? But he's over there schmoozing. So saw a whole bunch of the Toman folks over there one year. Like Andy was over there and Chris and others.
But Andy's not going too. You texted with him on
texted
Instagram and he's not going. And
sure because this year is Guitar Summit in Germany and they are going there.
Yeah, it's the first time since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
It's also a cool place to go. I've been there before my daughter was born, I think in 2018. We should go next year. I can't go this year. It's in September. But I have a work thing there, so I can't go. But maybe next year. That would be cool. Okay. So still more brands.
They're only in the M's.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Halfway.
Michael Kelly guitars. Yeah. Don't they have acoustics? Monster cable.
I'm also watching chat. If someone says stop, you have to go there.
Natasha guitars. Whatever.
Never heard of them.
Nick Huber. That's bookmarked already. Guitars. Ohana Music. All into basses.
Yeah, we were just talking before that one of the builders of Nick Huber, Nick Page, is just very close to us here in Vorarlberg.
You should check out Ormsby because they also have ergonomic.
Aren't they headless as well?
Not all of them.
No.
The Irish guy in KDH has an Ormsby.
No, Sean Pierce Johnson owns an Ormsby, I think.
He as well.
Fan fret? Don't they do the fan frets and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, frets. I think some of them have 27 frets.
You don't want to go by the booth of the best tuner in the world, Peterson?
Which one?
No. That has no application to me in real life, Trev.
Maybe they're giving away strobo stomps.
I can't use one. They're too accurate. I told you.
You could create your own.
All I do is jump the shark back and forth, and forth.
You liked Reverend. You sent me a bunch of cool.
And traditionally, Reverend is right next to Rev. And it's not, they aren't sorted alphabetical order. It just happens that they're usually right next to each other. So
purely coincidence.
Dennis Ellis says, Herman Brood and his Wild Romance album, Trees, came out 1980 or 81. Mick Fleetwood, project band, the Sue album.
Does that actually say Sears guitar on there?
To late 80s.
It's just a bunch of old Sears guitars.
To listen.
It's Sayers.
Okay.
In here. Switcheroo.
Okay. I can't. It's so small for me, Trev, so I'm not knowing.
Nick Fleetwood, project band, the Sue album, Shaking the Cage. Okay.
Sears would be much more funny. I don't know what
It'd be
to say here.
hilarious. Probably find a Pine amp there as well.
Sears guitars? What's that?
No.
No. Okay. Shallow? For strap locks?
Not sure.
Nope. No strap locks.
Shabbat.
Bottle caps.
Yeah, you gotta check out Shabbat, of course. They're great guitars.
Do you guys know Shark guitars?
I know the Shark guitar,
Yeah,
but
that may be different.
no Shark guitars.
One of the most
Joyo's going to be there. Joyo.
Years of research and development and has been designed from the ground up to meet the demands of modern musicians. The guitar features several innovative technologies that work together to deliver a playing experience unlike
I was
anything.
out at Modern Musician. What's up, Octopus Ears?
Let's find out if that's
Hey, Brent. Thanks for joining.
true. Hey, Octopus Ears. Okay. Ziggy Brown.
We're looking through the booths for NAMM. Which one were our must-goes?
Strings by mail. Okay.
Yeah, I think you can subscribe by them to get strings sent to you.
They will not send to Europe.
Did you have
Probably
Synergy?
not.
You want to go to Synergy and look at the Steve Vai shit?
No.
That's
it's just a room
1550.
anyway. It's at 5,000. It's just
Yeah, it's part of boutique amps anyways.
Yeah, he will be there.
You might as well check out Taylor guitars since you guys are in acoustics. Unless you're like me and don't really care for Taylor guitars.
Martin
Taylor
doesn't.
45 just thumbs down this because I said that. Because he's got all the nice Taylors, apparently.
Yeah, I'm more of a Martin guy as well.
Same.
Okay.
Sorry, I am. You know, but I can't see Tone King being there either. Aren't they part of boutique amps?
It's a boutique.
Yeah.
Just saying.
TV Jones.
It's until you look at the list like this is when you realize how much boutique amps does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Maybe
everywhere.
2 tables of brochures. I mean,
But Trev, there's no
Okay,
Vola.
you have vintage
See,
guitars on there.
Those are
Good.
all the V brands, but Valiant guitars. I think
So
those
Vola's
are the
not
ones
going,
made
man.
in Ukraine.
Yeah.
No Vola.
They get
Oh, you got to check out Walrus Audio.
but there's no Vola, unfortunately.
Nope.
So maybe they bring last
50-50.
guitar to this show. He's still waiting for it, as far as I know.
Is Vola? No, the Valiant.
Oh, Valiant.
No. Still.
Then you got all the companies out of
Okay.
Asia.
Yeah. And that's been guitars and in terms of
If you kick on keyboards and synths, I'm dropping out of this hang immediately.
lightings, novelties and gifts. No.
Pro Audio.
Yeah, I think
Pro Audio. And
Pro Audio used to be in a whole separate building. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's all the same
it
building now
looks
or-
like it when you select this.
it's 401 results. It's even crazier. But I think we don't go through all of them.
Headphones and microphones. And
I saw like Belkin on there. That's like
speakers.
industry stuff.
Celestial.
Celestian usually has a pretty cool booth. They had some cool keychains they gave out.
Das Audio. There's the
Das Audio. I'm going to assume German company?
That's Das Auto, das Audio.
Oh, yeah.
Donner, you're already going to.
Das Audio.
Harmonics going to.
But of course, check out the Taylor, he says, and Takamine.
Anchor Audio is there. Okay. Don't
Yeah,
visit
sure.
them.
Well, that's what the old Rockford Fosgate company or Blaupunk. That's what it was. They bought one or the other. Blaupunk, I think.
Blaupunkt. Okay. Didn't see that. Are they here?
Well, you're not going to see them because they're now Fender Audio.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They rebranded as Fender Audio so Fender could get their brand out more. So that's why half the Volkswagens you see they have Fender car stereos.
They have
metal crap.
Have for a number of years now.
Okay.
And then for a while, they were only doing that in the European market. And like people who own Volkswagens around here, they're like, we don't have that. Well, you do, but it's just factory. It was to increase the Fender brand awareness in the European marketplace.
Interesting.
I don't know, but would that be a detriment, Trev? If you're like, I'm not going to buy a guitar from them. They make my car stereo. What do they know about making guitars?
Well, you can argue the same with Yamaha.
I don't even
They've built
drive a Jetta. What the hell am I going to do with a blow punk if I don't have a Volkswagen Jetta?
Dennis Ellis went to Nashville NAMM 1 year. Nice. And Nashville was cool because the last day they did open it to the public, which I think they're doing even at this NAMM show. I think the last day may be open to the public.
We need to check out Taylor.
Yeah, I think I won't be able to not at least go to Taylor when I'm at the Martin booth. I think they're close to each other.
You should just take a video and say, nah, I prefer Martin.
Yeah, as I recall, they generally put the acoustic stuff kind of near each other, so they're not trying to compete with amps and stuff like that.
Okay.
Definitely, they don't put the acoustics next to the drum section.
That's very wise of them. Okay.
Played it for 20 minutes, didn't hear a note.
Okay,
Okay, now I'll give you the areas to avoid, Martin.
Okay.
Top of the list, the drum section. Second on the list, the cymbal section. It's loud. It's loud. It's loud.
I can imagine.
It's the only place where there's no noise cop. Well, you can't have noise cops because, like, you're going to check out a snare drum? Well, you can't just tink, tink, tink. Well, maybe some guys can. That's all they have to do, and they just, I can hear it. Whereas most of us, like, you gotta hit it in anger. Like your, third verse, same as the first, and it's just, and they're all Neil Peart wannabes. Just, you think the shredders are bad, Trev, in the platinum rooms of the music stores? The drummer. And you look at some kid, and the dad's like, "You're doing great, son. You're doing great." No, stop, stop. That kid has no business, unless the kid's under contract or something as some phenom. Kid shouldn't. I don't know why you bring a kid to NAMM. Kid's not there to buy for a store. Say, but loud. Although cheaper booze or no lineup at the bar. Because they'll have little kiosks where you can buy booze, which is awesome.
What? They sell booze at the NAMM?
Yeah. It's America. You can buy booze anywhere in America.
Trust me.
Yeah, like, in Canada, it's always roped off. Beer garden, roped off.
If
stay
you
away.
order beer, you're going to be disappointed.
Isolated area. Whereas over there, they got a little kiosk. You're like, is this an information booth? No, it's the bar. Sure. All right. I'll take a Bud Light and pay $8, but whatever. It's there. It's cold. It's a beer.
Wow.
Or you just walk down the street to a hotel that has a lounge and you pay slightly less because you're still paying the hotel lounge prices for alcohol. Or go across the street to the 7-Eleven. Buy a 6-pack for like, I don't know, $1.50 or whatever it is.
That's pretty ridiculous. Cheaper to buy beer than water, I'll bet.
Nice little pizza place right across the main street. You just got to walk out of the convention center, past the other buildings that you don't go into because that's like Pro Audio and, I don't know, Kids of the Future or something. I don't know. And then basically you're heading towards Disneyland, which is across the street. But you don't go into Disneyland because then you're paying a lot of money for booze again. So you ease out of the Disneyland, look for a 7-Eleven or a convenience store or pizza place or
It's funny because when I was at the MGM Grand back in 2001 for a motocross race, we stayed at the Flamingo, and you could go sit out poolside, and the waitress comes around and she bring you a drink at a ridiculous cost.
Yeah,
You go to the gift shop and buy a 6-pack of Miller,
Here.
throw them underneath the chair, and sit there at the pool drinking those all day for a fraction of the cost.
Here's Disneyland and here's the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so right along that, what is that, West something or other there. There's Cheesecake Factory a couple blocks down. Like, because every time I see Cheesecake Factory, Trev, I'm like, I've never been to one of those. I'm sure I'd enjoy it. Based on my lifestyle choices, I could get really neck deep in some cheesecake.
Dennis Ellis says you can get a 40-ounce beer cheaper than a 20-ounce water here.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
How much is 10 in milliliters? 20.
40 ounce. That's a big one. That's like
A little bit
32
over.
ounces a liter. So 1.25 liters.
591 milliliters.
Or 20.
I can't calculate ounces.
I don't know.
40 ounces.
Blame the rest of the world and go metric.
It's 1.2 liters, 40 ounces. The 32 ounces is a liter.
Yeah, okay.
I can tell you
40
that
ounce beer. 1.2 liter beer.
Now, is that beer or is that malt liquor? Then again, it might be a beer because you can get some big cans of beer down there.
Yeah. They're doubles.
We have those liter beer cans as well. Faxe.
Actually, you can get some big beers around here too. You can buy like a 7-10 mil can of beer.
Yeah,
the big blues.
Couple cans, but you got to drink them fast.
Oh, you do. They go warm and flat fast.
Or
And
somebody gets a glass.
the structural integrity of a large can of beer is just by in the middle. It's basically tinfoil. So you got to be very careful.
So yeah, one thing I was about to ask you is if there is anything close by, food-wise, that I have to pay attention to when I'm there.
All right. You want good food, expensive food? You want cheap food, affordable?
Good in the first place.
All right.
Is there
some cool food trucks? I will be honest. There's a bunch of food trucks outside the convention center. Yeah. Some good food there. Like for me, I hit the Mexican one because you're going to get, even if it's okay Mexican food by California standards, that's phenomenal Mexican food in Austria. Same as in Canada, right? It just happens. So on the other hand, if you want to go on the cheap, if you go in, let's see, you go out the convention center through the little security deal, whatever, you got your food trucks. Well, right to your left is I think it's the first hotel on the left is the Hilton. If you go into the Hilton, which has an okay priced bar, but instead of going to the bar, if you hang a left, there's a little food court area, like in a mall. And so Aaron and I would go there because it's a little pizza place, slices of pizza. Well, they're just normal, like $3 slice, $2-3 slices. So that's great for lunch because you're not paying an arm and a leg. Now, there's tons of great restaurants in and around that area. And of course, a lot of the hotels serve some great food too, but it's a little expensive. That pizza place, that little food court area off to the side, and you folks didn't hear it from me, but if you go past the food court out the entrance or it's one of these little exits for the hotel, just like single double door situation. Well, then if you just keep going straight out that door, you've bypassed all the security for NAMM because it goes in past their security.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. So otherwise, you got to wait in line, get your bag checked every time you want to go into the place.
Blake Chiquitar says he's sure that Laz knows all the good food places. Yeah, maybe he has missed something, and that band.
Well, yeah, Laz's deal is he goes on like Yelp type thing. It's like, what's good near me to eat type thing, and he looks at all the higher rated places.
I would be asking JJ. Stick with
now, granted, when I hung out with Laz, we went out for breakfast together, and he, where's good breakfast? And we went to this place that seated like 100 people. And it was made for breakfast. It's one of those breakfast factories, Trev. You walk up, there's like a lineup of 30 people, and you're like, oh man, we're gonna wait an hour to get in. Nope. It's like assembly line. That line does not stop moving, and great food. Obviously, it's breakfast. How can you screw up breakfast? It's pretty much impossible. Just saying. Just have decent coffee. That's the key. And it was okay. It was kind of diner coffee, which is fine.
Good for you.
I don't even drink coffee.
Even better. I don't anymore. I'd be hard pressed to find a decent cup of tea in California, though. Jeez. You want cream with that? No, milk.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah. What are you, a caveman? Cream in your tea.
That's very British.
And leaving the bag in. No. Let steep. Take it out. I don't need a depth charge floating around in my cup of tea when I'm trying to drink. I don't need it all sidling up into the face.
And they're giving you water out of a coffee pot, which is not boiling water, and you're not going to.
Yeah. Other than that,
do you have any other?
I can't think of good places to eat because generally I was either eating at JJ's or I just pick up something at the food trucks. The Mexican bowls were great though. Ooh, just variety bowl number 2. Sure. Whatever. And it's just, they just throw it all in a bowl. Okay. It's great. Ran into Josh Scott at the hungry truck.
So I will probably lean towards Mexican food because it's about things that I won't be able to get here in Austria. Yeah,
exactly.
What's that pizza place they always go to, Ben? What's that? Is it called Mari's or something? That is a pizza pat's the place.
It was okay. Huh? That's a little overpriced.
Well, it seems.
It was okay.
It seems pricey. I just remember JJ sitting there, Jack and Coke.
Yeah, and he was driving. Great.
Can't speak to the time I saw him on last year with Laz and Johnny and those fellas. I don't think he was driving that night. Maybe.
Who knows? Yeah. Keep an eye open for Aaron. He'll be around for sure. Yeah. Just look for the pedal areas.
Yep. I will.
You'll probably hear Aaron before you see him, to be honest with you. The man does like to talk. Or he's asleep. But then he's talking.
Even in his sleep.
But he managed to grab a hotel room nearby too. Which is nice.
Yeah, we have a hotel room about 10 kilometers away from the convention center.
Because you need a taxi.
So you'd probably be best to just Uber over.
Last was thinking if it may be possible because we're picking up Johnny and he has a hotel closer to the convention center that we can use his parking spot.
Now that'd be perfect, right? Yeah. Yeah, because I remember generally we had to park like half a mile away. It seemed. I don't know. JJ would drop me off and pick me up. That's the way that worked. I would walk a couple of blocks. I'm like, yeah, I'll just wait here. And he's like, I get it, because my legs would just be so worn out by the end of the day. And I just find a piece of lawn to sit on, just sitting there in someone's front yard waiting for my ride. Then JJ just pull up. Jump in, just tying up traffic.
Dennis says, if you get a headache while you're here, go for a BC or goody powder. Knock it right out. Most places sell them.
Goody's headache powder is a godsend. I'm just saying.
Powder.
So
that sounds more like Coke to me.
You snort that, or
no? It looks a little too flaky for that. Don't get the regular. Regular tastes like ass because it's just like powdered aspirin. That's what it tastes like. Ugh, But the orange flavored one, you could either mix it in a bottle of water, just pour it in a bottle of water, shake it up, and drink it, or I just pour it right on my tongue, which most people do, and then just gulp down some water to wash it down. And it's great because it's got acetaminophen, ibuprofen, caffeine as well, just to get things going. And those things, man, you take one, your headache is gone in under 5 minutes. I don't know what others. I think there's some meth in it, and try some heroin. I don't know, Trev, but the stuff works amazing. Like, every year I go downstairs, I keep buying boxes.
What?
Yeah, Goody's headache powder. It's yes. Okay, to avoid anthrax, each morning, it's a little bottle, looks like a 5-hour energy drink, but it's not. It's called Emergency. It's 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C in a little shot. I take one of those. Woo! That was like 4 cups of coffee at once, just don't get sick. And those little emergencies, pick them up at 7-Eleven. They might. Yes, that's the stuff.
Hey, Billy Baloney, thanks for joining.
Billy's made it.
What's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy, did Trooper ever play in Cleveland? See, I circle back, Trev.
Yeah, good call.
You ever recall the band Trooper playing in Cleveland?
It's a Southern thing. Been here since.
Yeah, and then it's slow. I noticed that because you could only buy it in the South originally, because I would stop at truck stops, and you could tell halfway back to Canada they stopped carrying it, and then slowly it became more. Now I think it's pretty much anywhere in the U.S. I didn't even get it off Amazon now in Canada, although it's probably imported. I don't know.
It's probably illegal here in Europe. I need to check if I can find it on Amazon. Nope.
So as some new guys have joined us, are we going to show the shirt motif once more?
Yes, show the shirt.
So we'll have a shirt with this motif on it for the ones that haven't seen it already.
There we go.
And that one will be sold on Charles Teespring store because, we are not allowed, or we are allowed, but it's pretty much too much of a hassle to monetize it. So that will. I hope a friend of my friend can digitalize it so we can use it on the. We have it in a.
I do know a Trooper song, Trev. Sorry.
Nice.
Ding ding. I know 3 dressed as a 9.
Just only wasted my time.
That's a great song.
I think I put a couple quarters into a jukebox and selected that one. The pizza place back in the day.
I used to play it out of spite after my breakup because it totally reminded me of my ex. Right. Just saying. She looked a whole lot better from 30 feet away.
And Billy also needs one of those. It will be available in Charles Teespring store. All the money will go to Charles, and he can do with it whatever he wants because for us it's too much of a hassle if we would monetize anything and would have a store where we would generate any kind of income. And he was kind enough to add it to his store.
Speaking of Charles is my guest this coming Sunday. Charles and Randy Crooks, for that matter, will both be on.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that'll be this Sunday at 8 Eastern or 1 in the morning in us. Well, no, time change. Back to 2 in the morning.
Yep.
So we will watch it on Monday, both of us.
Most likely on the replay.
Just need to see. Did he send some pictures of the guitar in the Skype group?
No, I think that.
The fella got some here yesterday or last night. I'm sure the latest.
That's not working.
Oh, same one. In stereo. He did 2 of them, Trev.
Wait a second. You show the other one.
Here's the front and there's the back.
Perfect. Wow. That's really coming together.
Yeah. What he said, ready for strings and setup. Yeah. And that was
bubbles.
yesterday afternoon.
And he's picking it up this weekend.
Yeah.
So he will already have it on Sunday then. Yeah, most likely.
Yo.
He will spend it all on fabric and sandpaper. You're right, Billy.
Yeah.
More micro mesh pads.
And no, it's not a long and McQuaid head.
Yeah, it's a trainer. It's actually a trainer.
Yeah, but we got a bunch of comments asking stuff like, "Do you have that in your shop?" No, we're not a store. L&M confuses people. But when we abbreviated from Lucas and Martin's Guitar Corner to L&M Guitar Corner, I wasn't aware of Long and McQuaid in Canada.
No.
And you neither. So.
Oh, that was my favorite thing, watching people say hi to you and interact with you in chats. Oh,
Yeah.
so funny.
Here's Octopus.
Only for the
Hey, I
ones
love
who-
your stores. And Martin's like, what? What store?
Thanks, I guess. I love your stores. Is it like the Sweetwater of Canada? Is it like
No, it's the Guitar Center of Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
No, they have I think they're pushing 100 locations in Canada at this point.
I can drive to any one of 5 stores within an hour.
Wow. We don't
I
have
can
any
get
chains
to-
like that.
4 or 5 within an hour myself, probably.
Wow. We just have like mom and pop shops. Oh.
I wish we had mom and pop shops more.
Space
Went to
Act.
one today for those tuning in late. There'll be a store video
Look at
up in the
proof
next week
on
or
that.
two.
That's like 56.2.
I can read
Is that
it.
112 proof?
56.2, yeah.
Beauty.
Balmenach Distillery.
All the
In the
Squires.
Tony Port Octave.
All the Squires
High
starter
octane.
sets.
All the Squires.
They do have some. I mean, that's where I bought this thing.
All the
on the
Epiphones.
Put half down, finance the other half, $50 a month for the rest of the year. Got that
Okay.
paid off in December.
I may have seen an Epiphone double neck today.
Still thinking about
6
going
string
with
on the
a
bottom,
Firebird.
bass on the top.
SG
Kinda like the
style
idea of a
or the
Firebird.
SG,
FG
one.
style, but yeah, bass and a 6 string instead of a 12 and a 6.
Okay, interesting.
Wow.
I just looked at it, my back started hurting, so
Mhm.
I kept walking.
Probably just by looking at it.
Yeah, my back's like, really, dude? Easy. I was just looking. Yeah,
Just take the amp.
which we did. Yeah, that'll be the plan for this evening. Plugging that in.
I hope
See
you
what kind of
don't-
tones we'll get. Plug the Gretsch into it, probably. See if we can get the feedback.
Right on.
Then we'll plug the Wolfgang into it, and then really get some gain out of it.
Yeah. So, what else do we have planned? Yeah, we are going to Disneyland as well. So we are arriving 1 day early
Mhm.
already, and are going then to Disneyland.
You might as well, right?
Yeah.
Please tell me you're not telling the kids about that.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
Smart move, my friend. Smart move, because you would not be liked for at least 6 months when you got back.
You have to go to Paris with them.
Don't be posting any selfies with Mickey, is what I'm saying. The kids see that, they're
You have
gonna
to bring
lose.
the ear hat. He's going to have to bring the T-shirts and the lightsabers and the
all
Pictures
the
with
merch,
all the
all the
princesses.
swag.
I'm not sure if my kids would really be so much into that. I think maybe my daughter, if there would be some Ice Queen,
Frozen
Frozen stuff.
Queen.
Yeah.
Isn't there a Euro Disney in Paris that you could take them to a few years down
Yeah,
the road?
there's Disneyland in Paris. Yeah.
But other than that, my
What
son.
about the actual amusement rides, though? Like roller coasters. They're fun.
Yeah. But
I would just go because of the roller coasters.
Do a shot and then hit a roller coaster each time. See who yaks first.
I went in the early 80s when I was a little kid, and I enjoyed Knott's Berry Farm more than I did
for that.
Disneyland.
That's the real
Universal
test.
Studios tour.
I think on that game, I'd be a hard challenger.
Okay. I'm not sure who will be playing with you.
I'm not sure as well.
You have a lot of competition.
Yeah, like really, let's be honest, Martin. Doing shots is just you drinking faster, is all. That's all. It's not like I'm seeing you mixing stuff down here or anything. You know, you're already drinking it straight.
Yeah. Why not? That's the way you drink this stuff.
Although, after drinking with your fine stuff, no offense to Americans, when you're trying to choke down a shot of Jim Beam or some bourbon, that you're like,
but some of the fancy bourbons aren't that expensive down there, Ben. I mean, he do well.
None of them are more expensive, but
you can still
not the same. It's a different kind of shot, Trev.
What's the one by Buffalo Trace? The fancy, stupid expensive.
That is Alice. My plan is to have enough squires for a squire funeral pyre. That's what I tell the wife anyway.
Now that's a video with the Squire Pyre.
Squire Pyre. That's a great title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate Jimi Hendrix tribute right there.
All the squires.
All the squires.
You'll be with Laz, so there'll be some Basil Hayden's.
Oh yeah. We already emptied our bottle.
Yep. So yeah, we were going there. Then probably at Norm's Rare Guitars
on Wednesday. No,
not sure when. Maybe on.
Yeah,
on
that's what 2 hours each way from NAMM. About.
Oh. Okay.
So
well, it's across town. That's 2 hours. I know, Lucas. I know you can drive halfway across Europe in like 2 hours, but
no,
that gets you across town. You know, and it's not so much distance as traffic. Because I know I too would have liked to hit Norm's on a couple of occasions, and JJ just looked at me. You know, and JJ's a pretty lean back, easygoing guy. He's like, "Really? That's 2 hours each way. That's a day."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe hit it on the way out of town since you're already headed north. Then you veer off, hit Norm's, and then back on the
they
road.
open on Sunday.
Because I don't know, and either
I wouldn't doubt if they would be. So probably on NAMM weekend they'd open up on a Sunday.
Oh, the Pappy Van Winkle. That was the bourbon I was trying to think of. Pappy Van Winkle is one of those. You got to try it once type of bourbons.
Open Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's not working for you.
Probably not.
Fridays and Saturdays you're at NAMM.
Yeah, you don't want to miss a NAMM day just to go to Norm's.
Yeah.
Then again, if you see everything in the first, if it turns out where you see everything in the first day or two, then maybe Saturday you do go to Norm's.
You have a lesson or a course on Sunday.
On Saturday.
Saturday.
On Saturday we are going
Workshop
for a workshop recording for guitar players.
Oh,
cool.
So I thought that one might be interesting for us. And
you know who's not teaching that course, Trev? This guy. I am not teaching that course. How do you record guitar? I don't know. You hit record on your phone and start playing.
That's right.
That
Find somewhere to put your iPhone down so that the speaker's exposed to where the amp will be.
No magic.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we are going to do on courses. That's we already booked that one.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we might do another one, but who knows?
Don't you have to book them in advance?
I think you can still book them with the app if there are some free spots.
Okay, that's cool.
When you're there, so
are there like master classes from Jeff McElwain? And
no, unfortunately,
like
none like that.
Oh,
if there would
bad.
have been something like this, I would have immediately taken one of those.
Because they have this kind of stuff at Guitar Summit,
Yeah.
They have master classes.
Yeah, they have some of that at the event in Toronto I'm going to, but not cheap. I think it's like $40-$50 to attend them. But
yeah,
like George Lynch was giving a guitar clinic one year, so I don't know. Is it worth $40-$50 to pick his brain for an hour? Right? Yeah. Trev's like, yes.
Probably.
I'd do it just to hear the stories. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to run up and down the major scale. You just tell some stories from back in the day.
Yeah. Screw learning. We just want to hear stories. Yeah, well, it's a life lesson. What not to do in the music business.
That's the thing. You don't have to pay for these courses at NAMM.
How much is the entry ticket for the 3 days?
$150. Is I think I had to pay to get the ticket for NAMM.
Okay.
Wow. I've never paid
You
to
paid
get
nothing.
in. I've never paid to get into NAMM.
Oh wow. Did you have a sponsor then, or how did that work?
He didn't pay for passes either. He's a member of NAMM because he owns a store. And I'm just like, give me passes. He's like, how many? Told him 3 last time.
Maybe then that's because you registered as an influencer.
Yeah, you get different. There are different kind of tickets. You can get, as a company, you can buy tickets in a bulk. That's what I've seen. You get like 10 for the $150, I think, and then you can invite people with those. Okay. Something like this. Don't quote me on that, but there was some special price for this. I've seen this at the exhibitor page, and
I think Ike gets a certain amount because he's a member of NAMM, and as a music merchant, who it's for technically. So I think I can't remember how many, but I've never had a problem as far as getting them. He supplied my second and third ones. The first time I went was actually through FU Tone. So Adam gave me he got me a pass, and then I usually scrounge one up somewhere.
Yeah, and when you're going as influencer, whatever, you have to pay 140, says Octopuseers, and he couldn't justify the 140 plus the to go and everything else. Yeah, hotel.
Did Les get it for free?
I'm gonna go grab my NAMM pass because I don't know what I was registered as.
So he paid as well this year.
Speaking of the devil.
We just talked about you. Les?
Oh, I forgot to switch the camera. Hold on.
Oh, hell yeah. Last cam.
You did. I'm trying to flip the camera here. I'm in my brother's van, so
it's not even the Franken van.
Facing the back. Is that better?
No.
Still see the shift.
No, the Franken van had the engine light come on today. Bad news. Van. Is that better?
There it is.
All right, there we go. All right. See if I can put this in a position where they're not end up dying.
It's somehow distorting when
you're talking. Honking at me. You hear that? Oh, this
the microphone's on.
No, it's not going to work. Well, let's see if this works.
42 Gear Street.
None of this is going to work out well.
Oh, that's my Hungarian homie.
All right, I'll be off. I'll have to stick my head into the camera like this. This is not the best vehicle to be. I'd have to hold the phone to have to see me.
This vehicle was not made for live streaming, I suppose.
Yeah, but I'm going to turn the mic down. I don't know if I can do this. This isn't working.
Apparently, non-exhibitor.
One.
No.
Boogie Bodies.
Yeah, and if anyone's a Van Halen fan, they should know what Boogie Bodies is.
I got to turn off my mic. I'm just going to listen to you guys.
And then, Summer NAMM. Apparently, I was an associate.
Next Group Guitars.
Flipside Music.
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah. And then,
Next Group Guitars.
And then, That'll be the last one. Yeah, Alyssa's an associate on that one too.
Cool.
And then you want them to get into the Gibson party.
Nice.
Yep. Which that one, I walked out. I'm like, I need 4 of those. They're like, what? Like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I'm supposed to be here to meet somebody, and I just played the aloof rock star, essentially. And they're like, oh, okay. And then JJ's like, you got him yet, mate? And they're like, oh, well, he's British, so it must be something good. I don't know. We don't know who these people are. Maybe they're performing. We don't know.
Give them the passes.
So, yeah. Yeah, because I had to get one for myself. JJ, Aaron, and Six String Brian was with us.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better for now.
Okay, good.
Pretty good.
The volume on you guys is really low, so I don't have earbuds with me. I didn't come prepared.
I can hear you loud and clear.
That's good. Yeah, I'm on my phone here. You guys want to see this view? Hold on.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hold on, I gotta switch the camera again.
Can you switch
It's
the
a nice
camera?
view.
Yeah,
Hold on a
StreamYard's a
second.
pain in the ass for that, but
I've never tried with StreamYard.
I remember at Don Shane's house with the trying to flip the camera.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's quite the view.
It's a nice
Yeah.
day.
I had a similar view, except add rain to that.
Yeah, we had that yesterday. Today was a respite from the 80-mile-an-hour winds that are knocking over redwood trees and crashing into homes. I think some people were very lucky that they weren't in the living room when the redwood trees smashed their living room into a pulp. But yeah, I'm here in San Francisco driving through.
You're soon, bud. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And I'm in traffic, so it's not a big deal for me holding the phone right now unless the cop sees me because I'm going like 2 miles an hour. But yeah, nice sunny day.
Oh, look at that. You got a gap. They're letting you in. Someone must watch my show. I'm just saying.
All right, I'm going to go back to the opposite direction. Let me get back to the settings here. Thought I'd show you guys that.
I'm just waiting
there's
for
a
the
cop
lane
right there,
ahead
so
while
that's
Raz
not
is
good.
trying to switch cameras.
There's a cop right there. Look right there. Motorcycle cop.
No,
We got
put the camera
somebody
down
doing
there.
something illegal.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Probably on his phone.
Shifter
So,
cam.
Lance, one thing I wanted to ask you is, can you guess what the weather will be like when I'm there? Should I bring short?
No. Well,
No.
you know,
Well,
you never
You can
know.
wear
So I
shorts.
would say plan on bringing shorts just in case.
One pair.
It's going to be mid-April, so typically California mid-April is kind of nice, but it hasn't been a normal year, man. So hopefully in 3 weeks' time, it's going to be more normal, but there's no guaranteeing normal in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a tip for you, Martin, to pack. You get one of those rain jackets that folds down into like nothing,
Yeah.
you know, one of those, because
And
when, you know, you could be there the whole time and it may not rain the whole time, but when it does rain, it's all the rain. It's
Oh,
Costa
yeah.
Rica rain.
yeah, I was going to
Okay,
say that even though I'm not as big as Martin's a big boy. Even though I'm not as big as Martin, my brother John is 6'4", and he's got all kinds of extra clothes and jackets and this, that, and the other thing. So
If
don't
you wanna carry a
overpack.
jacket
Just
around
bring
all
what
day.
you need. You can buy cheap $10 T-shirts out here, and for the week and a half that you're going to be out here, I think roughly, right? You'll be fine.
Okay.
I've got a set of cargo pants
probably
that you can
order a
unzip
cargo
the
pants,
legs
yes.
and they turn into shorts.
Yeah.
Cargo pants are great because pockets, and
Yeah.
and that's why I say one of those little deals, because if you don't want to carry a jacket around all day, throw that in one of the pockets.
Baggy
There you
pants
go.
because headroom.
Yeah.
Love
that
it.
one. That one will be the shirt, and probably I will order it to your place last because
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
not sure if I can make it in time to order it here and take it with me with the flight. So
Yeah,
I
order
think the
it
better
to my
there.
place, and yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Les, I'm seeing a pattern there. He's sending everything to your place.
Yeah, I got guitars. I got, what else we got coming? I have no idea.
No guitars.
Poor you. You got the guitar.
It's just sitting
I got a case out of that. At least I'm getting a good deal on that case.
It's a nice case. I have 2 of those.
Dude, that's going to be for my Jeff Beck super duper tribute guitar that I'm building. So, yeah.
Cool.
Right on.
It'll come in handy for that. Not that I use cases for anything. I put all my guitars on the wall, but guitars like that, it's going to be a case guitar. It's going to be a case queen that I open once in a while and play. It's not going to be like Fernando, the most interesting guitar in the world. That one's going to get all kinds of crazy stuff done to it over the years.
Hey, Tim Thomas.
Hey,
thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining.
Tim.
I can't see the chat, of course. Can I see the chat? Let me see. No,
You're
I
driving.
can't.
Into the chat, Les. You're
I
driving.
can see it. I can see it. No, I can't see it. No, I can't. All right, you guys will have to tell me what they're saying. But I'm sorry I missed however long the show's been going. I was really busy. As a matter of fact, I posted up a video after picking up some material I'm going to use for custom pinstriping. I'm going to make myself out of this 3M stick-on material that I was able to find at this automotive outlet
Good idea. Smart, man. Pinstriping.
in South San Francisco, the industrial city. I'm on the bridge now. Here, check out the bridge, you guys.
Wow.
I think you're under the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the what they call the eastern span going eastward, and the western span is above us. And soon I'll be going through Treasure Island, where they filmed all that Mythbuster stuff and then launched the cannonball into somebody's house in Oakland, and probably that's why that ended.
I'd just be a little nervous driving in an area that has earthquakes in such a apparatus. I mean, you're in the.
I'm just looking at a bridge, but I don't see any water. And generally, I'm just.
I thought I brought my earbuds with me, but I couldn't find them here in my jacket. So
they put bridges in the weirdest places, and it's still going. Like, how long is this bridge? Like,
oh, it's long. It's a long bridge, Ben. This bridge goes from San Francisco to Oakland, and in between the two, there's an island called Treasure Island that used to be a special sacred home of a particular Native American tribe. And I don't know if you ever heard of that guy who squatted on the island wanting to take. No, I think I'm confusing it with Alcatraz. Anyway, but this island here was a naval base, and then they shut the naval base down, and now it's there you go. And now it's basically housing and movie theater or movie screen. All the big warehouses they're using for like shooting film and movies and doing art schools and all kinds of stuff.
So now, if
and on the other side of this, you guys, at the port of Oakland is where the big cranes are for the ships, to pluck all the big containers that have been getting blown off things lately because of the winds being so strong. Those are the inspiration for the AT-AT Star Wars kind of camel-like looking attack vehicles from the second movie of the first trilogy on the Hoth
Empire
planet.
Strikes Back, the best movie.
Yeah, there you go. You guys want to see that live? Hold on, let me back to settings here. Oops.
Connection is not getting better under the bridge or mid-level. And he's gone. Or frozen at least.
Yeah, I like Guitar Man 45's comment. I should be getting my Jeff Beck guitar in April. Forgot about that.
How can you forget about a guitar?
Well,
you can if you're him.
If you have so many guitars and get them on such a regular basis.
Krenner, hey buddy.
What's up, Krenner?
Hey, Krenner.
Here.
Bo's got to be north of 200 guitars at this point.
200 guitars. And I thought I'm crazy.
There is no match for Bo.
Hey, William De Silva also.
William
in the
De
chat.
Silva. Thanks.
Hey man.
Yeah, well then,
Yeah,
let's
Here's William.
show the shirt again.
New people. Martin wants to show it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think it's just too cool. That will be on our first shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy was asking. Video will be coming out. Snag this up today, Billy. It's I don't know, 60s, 70s. Look at that panel. It looks very 60s.
All right, there we go.
Finance, early.
I don't know if you can see that.
Early 70s. 212.
No, that looks like a bridge.
That's what we were watching.
There you go. Those cranes in the background. Those are the cranes that George Lucas had a dream about coming to life, and then he decided to use that idea to make the AT-AT
Okay.
attack.
On Hoth.
Oh shit! I think I'm getting.
It's getting pulled over.
So you'd think in the middle of California you'd get a better cell phone signal? I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cell phone towers out amongst all the metal of the bridge, though.
I
Well,
tend to get good reception when I'm in the mid-span of a bridge around here. Mind you, they're not quite as long. But
and then you would
the Ranford.
And then
This
you
is
would
the trade in
also
the house.
guess that
Hey, Robert.
Germany has a good Wi-Fi or not Wi-Fi,
Internet.
cell phone
general
LTE.
connection.
broadband connection.
5G.
No,
Germany is horrible.
yeah,
I wonder if being oversaturated is an issue in such an area, because there's a lot more traffic in a place where there's,
that might be the
10
case
million people
in San
than there is
Francisco,
where-
but not in Germany. In Germany, they
Yeah.
really have the network.
The infrastructure.
Is bad, and it's old.
Okay.
I think they started fairly early on and built a larger infrastructure with the old technology, as far as I know, and didn't upgrade that one or weren't able to upgrade that old infrastructure. So, yeah. I had a friend fairly close to Munich, just 30 minutes away from Munich. And while I had already 50 Mbit, he had still a DSL connection.
What do you have now?
Now,
What's your download now?
not much larger because it's not working at my home. I have a 50.
He lives in a bunker.
Yeah, I'm in a bunker and have pretty much it's a building from the late 70s, and the wires in it are so bad that I've had higher speeds once with 100 Mbit, and the connections weren't up to it. I always lost the connection because the network broke down, and with that much data.
I've had fiber for 5 years at gigabit. It never really hits 1,000, but usually it'll hit around 900 up and down.
Yeah, we have
Wow.
the fiber
connection.
We have the fiber as well in the building, but it's our building that is the issue with the old wires and the old cables. So I can't get the fiber into my apartment where I'm living, unfortunately.
I'm just having mobile internet at home. We just have 80 Mbit, but that's enough for 4K streaming. So
sure,
that's good. Netflix, Amazon, no problems. But I'm not sure if would I be able to get fiberglass.
Yeah,
probably, right?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, probably also cost more.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Moses, hell, I have pigeons here. Can't wait for the fiber.
Right?
Putting up a little fucking micro SD card and shoving it into the pigeon backpack and sending them off, and somebody else pulls it, sticks it into the server.
I'm glad you said shove it in the backpack, and that's somewhere else.
Well, I say that because recently there was a story in one of the local prisons where the prison guards were finding pigeons in the prison with little backpacks, but they found them with empty backpacks, so they don't know what came in the backpacks. I mean, we all know what came in the backpacks, but
NAMM passes.
We were joking. We are working with a company together. Yeah, about 30 minutes away from here, and their VPN connection is so slow at times. And once we were actually thinking about driving that half hour to them to get the USB stick, copy that stuff, and drive back, because it would have been faster than downloading it from their server.
I get it.
every day I'm getting 2 or 3 Tone Talk shorts coming up. Mark's really been going to town with the shorts, eh?
He has.
Star Zero on Instagram. Yeah, what's that?
Okay.
Hey, you don't want to get copyright, Trev.
Next.
Don't get the guys in trouble.
I'm sure you could barely hear that.
No, it came through loud and clear.
Copyright
It's only a 5-second span.
That's why I'm like, I'm going to start talking over this so the algorithm gets messed up.
We got the video blocked once because we had too many YouTube links in it.
That was the video about our favorite YouTube channels, and we put all the links in the description, and then we got blocked for spamming or
too much sharing.
Yeah, inappropriate content and
what else? We contacted them and said, like, dude, we're just putting links to your platform on your platform. What's your problem? Then we removed the links, and suddenly it was unblocked again.
Start adding them back one at a time, and they, oh, that's the one.
49, okay, 50 too many.
It was Ben's channel. We were sure of it.
Not safe for sharing. Which was that? That was live hang number 9. Yeah. Oh,
How dare you raise awareness of my channel?
So, yeah.
I would never do earplugs at a JJ show. Octopus ears, but you're right there.
Bring earplugs.
I always bring earplugs.
I was kicking around the idea the other night when we were just hanging out off there of Tim Pierce selling off raffle tickets to spend 15 minutes in his blast room. He cycles through all of the 6 cabinets, and you can just kind of sit down in there. Jet engine loud is where he has it, right? Jet engine loud.
I was surprised about the decibel level that he claimed. 110 was way too low for my feeling, because
Jet engine's 140, isn't it?
Yeah, and
next to one.
And with my JTM 45, we've measured here already 125. So with a 2x12. So
it was a gap.
I would imagine he should be way louder than 125 dB.
I got an update from Les. He's not coming back. He's got a ticket.
Man, that sucks.
I knew it. I knew he was so due.
Let me read it out loud. Getting a ticket from the same motorcycle club that gave the other guy. I guess it was bound to happen one day.
Put the phone down, Laz. Put the phone down, Laz.
Oh, there's the bridge. A cop right now.
Tell it to you guys.
I'm saying he was watching the show, I guess.
Guys later.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There's a link to this live hang in the ticket, right? Here's proof that you were doing it.
Yeah, the sound of takeoff if you're
It's
nearby
gotta
is
be in the
140
description
dB.
of this video. The stream where Laz got a ticket. Finally.
Live ticket.
Live ticket with Laz.
That's
San
live
Francisco.
TV right there, folks.
Pulling out music therapy Laz to get a ticket.
So going forward, if you show off that shirt again, the proceeds from that shirt design will be going for Laz's bail fund.
So he can make it to NAMM.
Yeah, so we can get Laz out, bring Laz out of jail in time for NAMM.
The irony being that he was barely coming in right anyways.
Yeah, but like you say, Trev, if he's filming away, he's probably just talking away, thinking everyone's still there, but we're just frozen on screen.
Poor lad.
Oh man.
He was in his
Sorry for
brother's
him.
car. Maybe he gave him his brother's info.
I wonder how much or how.
His brother goes to renew his license. Hey, what's going on?
It was in his brother's car, so maybe he gave them his brother's info.
Nasty. That would be so nasty. Yeah, but he still has his phone because he probably
Send
just
you the text.
text to speech send us the message on Instagram.
I'm back.
He's a
I
brave
told you, Laz. I told you. Put the phone down. There's a cop. Put the phone down. There's a cop. But no.
I couldn't hear you guys. I have the volume so low so it doesn't feed back on everything and cause a loop. So I couldn't hear anything you guys are really saying. Anyway,
Trying to help a fella out.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no, man.
now you get to see a view of my knee.
Yeah.
It's just as long as it's
Well,
your
the
knee.
alternative being a nostril cam, I think we're okay with the knee.
My nephew.
Well, at least I didn't get arrested.
My
Yeah.
nephew.
My nephew.
How many of us has
Yeah.
uttered that
My
statement in life?
nephew.
At least I didn't get arrested.
The CHIPS officer, I think Martin might see a couple of these guys. You remember that movie, that TV show CHIPS?
Yeah, was it Baker or Ponch?
Yeah, it was. I think it was more John Baker. Yeah, white guy. He was actually rather nice. And as soon as he started walking up, you put your hands on the steering wheel so they know you're not going for a gun. And then you have your window open ready for him, and so he comes to your passenger side. And the first thing you say is, "I'm sorry, I really should not have been doing that." And so he didn't let me off with a warning because that would have been too easy. But he did tell me that I'm not going to have to worry about points being taken off because this is a first-time violation of doing something like that. And I'll probably just have to pay a big-ass fine. So everybody out there in YouTube land, help me out with a Patreon or a PayPal donation.
Oh, believe me, I was already on it, Laz. We're going to market Lucas and Martin shirts and all proceeds for your bail fund in time for NAMM.
All the
Yeah,
proceeds from the Lucas and Martin shirts is
Bill
going to
Laz
the-
out of jail card or whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna have to be really good driving down to LA, man, because I can't afford another ticket. My wife will kill me. We're gonna have to go slow. We'll take the scenic route as planned.
Martin drives, claims to not speak English.
Well, Martin can drive.
Then I would have to get an international driving license first.
Really?
You know, I didn't do that when I went to Europe. I just drove anyway. I figure, something happens. And they did give me a $45 ticket for it.
Lad.
Yeah.
think
I
you're
got a
okay.
ticket in Europe too, you guys know, right? You guys know I got a ticket in Europe. There's a picture of me on Instagram. The picture that they got with the photo, I was going basically 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. At 2 a.m., when no one's in town, it's deserted, but I still got a ticket in Germany for that. Yeah.
You're lucky it was not in Switzerland.
Oh, yeah. 5 miles.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That would have been 10 times.
it was $45. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not exact. It's what I'm saying. You would have probably paid 10
Wearing
times.
sunglasses at night, no less.
Right?
Anyway.
Like, how are you not fine on that one? I'm just saying.
What I want to know is why is my avatar like this? That doesn't look like me.
No, I think you've been hacked.
Johnny.
I gave Johnny control one time, and look what he's done. He's taken over my channel.
That's funny.
He's great.
Johnny.
Johnny's out of power right now. He's gonna go live with me tonight on my show, where I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do the acoustic strap lock like mod. Even though it's not a mod show, it's a gear and demo show. I'm gonna do the demo of that. I guess.
Your show, you do what you want.
Blackjack is asking if it was because you were speeding or using the phone. I guess
it was because I was using a phone. I was holding it up against the window screen practically, showing you guys, trying to show you guys the cranes there. And I was telling the cop the story too. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, that's where George Lucas got the idea for the AT-ATs, the second Hawk movie, But what did they call that one? The first one was New Hope. That was the Empire Strikes Back, which was a lot of people say the best Star Wars movie ever. But I don't know. I don't think you can beat the first one for best. But the second one was pretty good.
Episode 1.
Yeah, episode 4. Episode 4, I hope you mean.
No, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Jar Jar, the hero of the universe or the galaxy.
No, I've looked into that theory, Laz. It's false. Jar Jar is not the Sith Lord.
Jar Jar was only the tool of the Sith Lord. No, actually, Jar Jar ended up, he ended up unwittingly saving the planet by collaborating with the undersea creature people, right? If it wasn't for him. Anyway. Here, let me see if now I'm in almost stop traffic, so I can mess around with the camera again.
Just waiting for
I'm not sure.
Right? You are looking in the mirror, right? He's not behind you.
I'm looking around my mirrors this time. I don't have the camera up.
That's fine.
In the middle of the road,
That's fine.
Yeah, is that good? You guys get a good shot of my Adam's apple and my double chin here. But the beard hides.
We're good.
That's why us old guys have beards, to hide our big fat double triple chin thing going on,
My wife just texted me. She said, like, I was just checking the stream and then I'm seeing a knee. What's going on there?
Yeah.
What happened? There's a commotion and I'm seeing a knee.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how much the ticket was. It's going to take him 4 to 5 weeks to send it to me. Because California, bureaucracy.
See you.
That gives me just enough time to move out of state. Come and catch me. Catch me. No. Next weekend, I'm going to be driving up to, actually next Friday, because today's Thursday, right? So next Friday, not this coming Friday, which is tomorrow, but next Friday, I'm going up to Reno, Nevada. After the biggest storm's going to blow through here, I'm going to drive up to catch Alter Bridge in Mammoth, WVH, for the third time.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
And who's the main act then? Alter Bridge or Mammoth?
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, they'll typically swap who's opening and closing. They did that with Dirty Honey, though Alter Bridge is a pretty big act. And I would think that Miles Kennedy's got a big ego. I think he's going to want to close out every show. But they did put out a funny video, if you saw it on the Wolf Van Halen website, where it's like about 5 or 6 deep into their Instagram, where Miles Kennedy approaches them backstage somewhere, and the whole band of Wolf's band is like sitting on one bench, like in a locker room kind of setting, and Miles Kennedy walks in like the super god singer dude, and invites them to, hey guys, I was thinking about, how about you guys come on a tour with us? And they're like, yeah, sure, yeah, it's really funny. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's been a lot of Van Halen, Wolf Van Halen stuff dropping in the last week, starting from his birthday on,
Over the last 24 hours with the whole "It's My Name, You Grape."
Well, that was the
thing.
funniest thing.
So much traction.
Yeah, he's smart, man. He knows how to use the, and that whole thing might have even been created, as far as we know.
His handle
Think about
is Wolfgang Led Zeppelin now.
Yeah. Oh, is that what everyone voted?
Wolfgang Led Zeppelin.
So that's what they all voted. The people voted because he put it to a vote. I'm going to change my last name because apparently I shouldn't use it. So what do you guys think? Should it be, Wolfgang Led Zeppelin, Wolfgang AC/DC, or Wolfgang something else? And yeah. So Led Zeppelin won. So he's going to change his name to Wolfgang Led Zeppelin. I think that's awesome.
It's been done. I've seen it. Yeah.
Wolfgang Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And as Loudwire and Guitar Player and all those other, they've all got an article on it now too.
Of course. I mean, you can't create better media around yourself than that. That's what makes me wonder, did they do it themselves?
Well, the one thing the gem out of that, the pearl in the oyster last, was the comment where he was talking about in the third song where he used it during the guitar solo in the song. He used the original Frankenstein through the original Marshall through the original cab for that guitar solo. And it's coming up, and of course his mom, Valerie's in there, and she's like, "Oh, it's really good," kind of thing, right? And it's like, okay, well, you piqued my interest. I want to hear that solo. But the album doesn't come out till freaking August, and we've got a teaser song out now. It's like,
yeah, that's how you do it. If you're smart, obviously the kid's pretty smart. I mean, think about the fact he's a multi-instrumentalist, so that takes some brains. I know.
Well, he did all of
and then on top of that, I'm just being facetious. Another big word, sorry. But yeah, the bottom line is that, for all the shit that he and his father and their whole family had to take throughout their lives, being Van Halen, it's nice to see the kid's got a really, kid, 30-something, 32-year-old now, kid. He's got a good sense of humor and knows how to play the game and having fun with it, and that's what I really appreciate a lot about this guy, because he's bringing rock and roll back in a way that I think is great. That's what I love about it.
It'll be a good show, man.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. The first two shows were great. I didn't catch much of the first one, but the second one with Dirty Honey was amazing. And I'm sure this one with Alter Bridge with the new songs. I wonder how many of the new songs they're going to play. It's in a small casino auditorium. There's maybe 500 seats there. It's going to be kick-ass.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
I like Alter Bridge a lot. I'm
a big
fan of Monty, and ever since he was in Creed, and I also like his tone in Alter Bridge, and I think Miles Kennedy is a fantastic singer. I also like his stuff with Slash.
He's a great guitarist too. I don't know if you've heard him play guitar, but he's a damn good guitarist too.
He was a guitar teacher. He's a great guitarist.
Yeah, no, he's a great. I mean, last time I saw them, actually, I saw Alter Bridge. Right, that was the last live show I saw before COVID lockdown, because I was up at Lake Tahoe, with my cousin Art and his family. He turned 50 that year, and that was like the big let's get away for like 5 days up at Tahoe at a cabin. So we're up there, but it wasn't snowing like this, but there was snow, Now you can't even get through Tahoe because like the houses have 10 feet of snow covering them. People have to dig tunnels to get, out to get some sustenance, some food or whatever. It's insane. Yeah. It's like trench warfare, but it's snow. And I'm still going to drive all the way up to Reno because I love you guys. And, I got to stick to my word. I said, if anytime Wolf is going to be playing anywhere nearby, I'm going to catch his show, because I didn't see Van Halen once. I was in the parking lot once. Should have been in the show, but my same cousin Art with the Alter Bridge thing, left his tickets in his friend's car, who went into the show on time, whereas my cousin wanted to keep partying, and the tickets got locked in the car with no key, and we ended up not going to the show. So that's my Van Halen not viewing them, not seeing them live story. And then I just got out of that whole kind of music altogether in a way. I still enjoyed it to a degree, but for the most part, I was listening to a lot of alternative rock.
Yeah, Brent says he definitely wants to catch Mammoth with Metallica next year.
Oh yeah, man, that's the way to see it. Yeah, that's going to be insane. And I don't know, are they going to tour the U.S.? So they're touring with Metallica in Europe for sure, right?
It's a very convoluted schedule. It spans the course of 2 years. I can't keep track of it.
They're in Europe this year, Metallica.
They do both years. They go back and forth. It's like half a year in North America, back to Europe, back to North America.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Yeah. It's ping-ponging back and forth. One thing for sure is that I think it's a good match for Metallica, because I think Mammoth brings a little of the old with a little of the new, and Metallica's got old and new style kind of, fans too. So it'll be an interesting crowd,
Don't forget about the Pantera factor.
There is the Pantera factor, indeed.
Albeit the Pantera tribute, shall I say.
Yeah. Well, you know what was going on yesterday and the day before, right? Actually it was yesterday and today, talking about tributes at the Royal Albert Hall. You guys know?
Mm-hmm.
Heard of it?
The Royal Albert Hall. Yesterday and today was the Jeff Beck tribute concerts going on there. And I was thinking that the big news that Wolf was coming out with on the 22nd was that he's going to be there in tribute to Jeff Beck. But no, it was his video that's coming out. As the information kept coming out, I'm like, oh, is he going to be at that tribute show just like he was at the Taylor Hawkins one? No, it ends up not to be him at the Jeff Beck thing. But his own video out. But still cool. But that would have been super, super duper cool if he ended up showing up at that tribute show. Because Jeff Beck influenced everybody. you can't say he didn't influence everybody. He influenced everybody.
I would love to see Chris Buck once.
Yeah.
And yeah, best would be if he would be playing once more in the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, that would be a good place to see him for sure. Or a smaller venue even. Small venues, man. That's the way to go. Like Eric Johnson month and a half ago or so. Wow. In a small, 300 and something seat small place. Not even, Wow. Yeah. Loud stage, by the way. Real amps, played loud with guitars, no in-ears. It was like being in your basement. Yeah, the good way to play. Hey, by the way, you guys, I took you over a bridge, got a ticket. Now I'm going to go through the Caldecott tunnels for you. The question is, should I go through the old bore or the new bore of the mountain here?
Old bore?
Yeah, they bored some new tunnel holes through this mountain.
Where are less cops?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I should be stupid enough to risk lifting up the camera one more time. If I had an actual car mount and I could stick it in the car mount, and it would be just mounted like people typically, video they're driving around anyway because they're an Uber driver or whatever, then I would do it. But I don't think there's a car mount anywhere in this car. I looked for it after the guy left, but nah.
We saw the dashboard earlier too.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan Hall. Cheers,
Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, everybody in the chat. Ryan, what's up, my brother? We've been texting or messaging back and forth a lot. He's a really cool guy.
Everybody starts cleaning his guitar now. My cloth now.
I really need to do my Music Man, but it's going to get restrung.
Nice, the fluffy one.
Yeah, you can't send your guitar into a tech all dirty and stuff, Ben, right?
Actually, whenever I set mine to a tech, they were always dirty and nasty because the whole point was to clean them up and restring them so I could take them out and bring them back a week later the same way.
I figured out the same thing with my car. If I take it to an oil change to Subaru and it's all dirty, they give it back all clean. I don't have to pay for the car wash.
Car wash.
And out here, a car wash is like $25, so that's a good little savings there, you know.
That's like $50 Canadian.
Yeah. That's like $50 Canadian. Yeah. Go ahead, you guys. You talk now.
Ben said that we would have to check out Mexican food when I'm there.
Oh, yeah, dude. We're going to go to the taco trucks in LA, man. I already know where the best one is, too, because our buddy Octopus Ears, Brent, as you know, was a sushi chef, and he was working for 5 years as a sushi chef down in LA for some big timer company or something. Some big chef dude. Sushi
by the seashore.
Sushi.
You can.
He was a sous chef by the seashore. What?
Do you like sushi? I like sushi. Yeah, but he turned me on to the best taco truck in LA. Okay, we're gonna get dark now because we're gonna be in the tunnel here. All right, I don't see any cops, so here you go. Here you go.
Not a lot of sunlight in tunnels. Just saying.
Oh, Jesus!
You guys see the tunnel? I gotta turn my
Don't do it.
All right, that's it. That's all you get.
Ryan is joining the buffing.
Hey, they have some pretty long tunnels in Austria, man. They got big mountains in Austria, and I was going through some of them long tunnels there in Austria.
Yep.
Yeah. The Arlberg tunnel right here in Vorarlberg is a fairly long one. Yeah. And especially if you drive through Tyrol, there are
all tunnels.
Pretty much all is tunnels. So yeah, half of it.
Yeah. The first half coming from Vorarlberg.
Yeah. So you go from one tunnel out of it for maybe 50 meters, 100 meters, something like this. And right next into the next tunnel, and you're gone again for 10 minutes, 15.
I think I'm back. Am I back? I'm out of the tunnel.
Okay.
You're back.
I'm out of the tunnel. Back to the internet. Hey.
That was not a long tunnel.
No, nothing like the ones you have in Austria, man. Those things go for miles.
Yeah, they definitely do.
I can
kilometers, I guess, really.
I was thinking that, and I wasn't going to say it, Laz, and you said, I'm like, well, actually, they're in kilometers over there. But
well, it's all perspective, right? I guess, how you perceive the world. We perceive the world in imperial measurements here, because they tried.
For whatever reason.
Jimmy Carter tried, man. He could not get the rest of the world or California or United States to go along with the whole metric thing. He had the right idea, but they just, and then that's why we had a freaking space shuttle blow up, because someone got the O-rings in the wrong size because they didn't go with metric rings. If they would have just listened to Jimmy Carter, he was a smart guy for a peanut farmer.
I was
when dealing with science, you should always be using the metric system.
8.7 miles.
Yeah, using people's fingers and feet and inches and whatever inches. I think the inch is like the width of your thumb, and a foot is the length of your foot.
King Henry VIII,
if you're a different sized person, how does that work?
Well, I have pretty large hands, and I can say my thumb is not an inch wide.
I've always wondered where that came from. Why they decided to divide it into 12 rather than into 10? That's another question.
Who lined up 12 thumbs along the bottom of someone's foot to figure that out, right?
Totally pressed down.
It might have something to do with the clock and the calendar. Just saying, there's 12 months, 60 seconds. 60
Plausible.
Not enough sausage.
Yeah. Well, I always wondered if they used the king's measurement at the time, because you think about it, if it's the imperial measurement, it's got to be
something that belongs to the king that you're using as a measurement. So if the king's foot is a foot, what is the inch?
And which king?
I don't know. When did they come up with this
just
measurement system? I mean,
rolling dice.
there's got to be history. It's got to be on Wikipedia or somewhere.
I asked Bing. So the Bing bot.
The tunnel right in front of Vorarlberg, that one that's connecting Vorarlberg with Tyrol, is 13.9 kilometers long, which is about 8.7 miles.
That's ridiculous. I mean, you're going to be underground for a long time.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
I swear to God, I thought I was in that THX 38 world, that Spielberg's first movie, where you're underground. The humans are all being kept underground to save the species from the nuclear fallout that occurred after the first nuclear war. That's what that movie's all about if you haven't seen it.
Wasn't that Return of the Planet of the Apes?
Well, that's a different theoretical thing altogether there. That's probably less likely, though possible, in the wormhole world of theoretical physics. But more likely, there's going to be some kind of apocalyptical thing that happens to the Earth, and human beings, if they want to survive as a species, would have to go underground. And that could work.
What's with all the negativity here, Laz? Come on.
William
that was a cool movie.
says he's pretty sure the inch was the distance from the tip of his finger to the first joint.
There you go. That looks like about an inch, like on my forefinger. Yeah, that could be it. There you go. And then how about a pound? Was because they used to use the word stone. That man is 50 stone and blah, blah, blah. So what size stone, And what's a cubit?
Doesn't work for me. Oh.
But on that note, I got to run, guys. Thank you, Lucas and Martin, for having me. I hope I have imbibed you with enough NAMM tips for you to survive, even with Laz. I'm just saying.
We'll probably throw that right out the window, Ben, on the way down, and just play it by ear. But yeah, I'm sure whatever tips you had, they're probably pretty wise and useful tips, to be sure.
Yep.
There were certainly a few ones that I will take to heart.
I remember
extra battery packs, very comfy shoes, and lots of hand sanitizer, and maybe a mask, like a shield mask.
Lots of vitamin C. Vitamin C,
orange juice.
And
yeah, the vitamin C. I'll never forget Ben's first question to me after getting in the car or something like that. He's like, "Hey, can we stop over at the AM/PM or whatever and pick up a bottle of Sunkist juice, orange or whatever,
Never get sick."
So did you not catch what Elvis band Aaron had?
Nope.
Man? Wow. Nope. Okay, man. Okay, maybe the vitamin C works.
I've never been sick from a NAMM show, Laz. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I've been sick from NAMM.
So yeah.
You must be an alien, Ben.
Certainly listen for his advice.
You know what they say about patient zero, Ben? He's the one that doesn't have any symptoms at all. He's just spreading it around.
Oh, no, we know Aaron with patient zero that year.
Oh, I don't know where he came from with that stuff, but whatever he had, oh my God.
He brought it with him. On that note, though, thank you very much, guys.
Rock on, dude.
Thanks, Ben.
Cheers, everyone in the chat. If you haven't, subscribe to these guys and have fun and enjoy NAMM.
Thanks.
Subscribe to Ragdoll.
Bye, Ben.
See you.
Oh, now it's down to 4.
Reinhold says
it's kind of a 3-4 thing. Is that a wall?
NAMM Show.
Nice. Yeah, hand sanitizer, vitamin C. Enough sleep would probably also help. It's good for your
overproof whiskey would be my recommendation. I'm just
extra batteries, extra memory to download your phone's multiple videos, extra batteries, very, 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 very comfortable shoes. You might want to be gelling, as they say in the United States.
Magellan?
gel inserts for your shoes. Even if they're comfy shoes, you want to put the gel inserts, man.
Yeah, I could maybe use the power bank that I'm having on my Spark 40
for your phone.
Battery.
Can you charge your phone with that?
Yeah. It also has USB.
USB-C adapter.
You can use the USB with the USB-C cable. USB to USB-C.
That will make sense.
I think I showed you before, but I mean, I've got this stupid little battery pack. Cost me $20.
Or for streaming as
years
well.
ago.
And you're taking this.
Yeah, you can even buy them for cheaper. You can buy battery backup packs. Like, you can go to these like little the places like I don't know what they have up in Canada, Trev, but they have like stores like Ross and stuff like that. Down here, they sell like the last couple years seasons clothes and stuff at a super discount. So they have these stores like that down here. And they also sell electronics like earbuds. You can. I always buy those $5 earbuds. If I lose them or drop them, I get another one. You know, they have battery packs and stuff like that. You can buy there too. For they're not the super expensive thin kind, but they make
20,000 MHA. And my phone is 5,500 MHAs. So you do the math, you figure it out, and you can do at least 4 charges on the phone from almost zero with a full pack.
Mine
I have like a super fast charger from Samsung, C-type, that'll super fast charge anything. It like
that's the same one Martin uses.
The material from this was too porous for the sticky on the windshield mount, so I had to put double-sided tape and put down a sheet of plexi, if you will.
Yeah, that's a fancy setup there.
But it starts to lift with the new phone because it's so heavy on the back end. So I put little strip of duct tape on the back to hold this thing. If it's been charging for a while, the battery pack warms up. When it warms up, the adhesive softens up.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple times where the phone was going, one of them on Johnny's show when I was doing cooking in the kitchen and the phone was up on the fridge and I'm doing the stir fry. Yeah. So we just make stuff. It works.
Mm-hmm.
Grab some popsicles and some rubber bands and some glue.
And if the glue don't work,
some popsicle sticks. You can make
You're
anything.
missing the chewing gum.
Yeah, the chewing gum. There you go.
Yeah, pinch, it'll work wonders.
You build some plastic explosives.
Yeah, it sounds like MacGyver. Do they have MacGyver in Austria?
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I've actually been called by one of the sales guys at this door company because I installed doors. One of the guys over there calls me Door Guyver because I'm the guy they turn to when they don't know what to do and they need to fix something, and they call me and I always have an answer. Because I grew up with doors around. Like when I was a little toddler, I was walking around in the workshop at my grandfather's place in San Francisco. And yeah, I've been around doors all my life, so it's kind of funny.
Door guy.
That and sausages. My grandfather would make the best freaking Hungarian sausages in the garage with his big grinder and everything. We'd go get the pig, fresh from the farm, and take it back and grind her up.
I have a buddy from German descent who describes the same thing with his grandfather and his buddies. They would sit in the basement with an old couch and whatever, and they would just grind up a bunch of meat and hang up all this fucking mommy sausage.
Yeah,
and shit.
You use the intestines to house the exactly.
Crazy.
My grandfather had like a little shed in the back that he would smoke them in, and the Hungarian sausage is kind of like a better version of a Slim Jim. It's like a little spicy sometimes, or sometimes not spicy, and just paprika and flavor.
Just checking it out.
It
looks amazing. For all the
if you look at photos of Hungarian sausages, they're so good, and usually they're cured so you can eat them raw. Yeah. There's one particularly that you're going to really enjoy, Martin, the Hungarian Scout sausage. There you go. The Hungarian Scout sausage is really good. Then they have the blood sausage that you see up in the top right there, the black one.
Jägerwurst oder Jägerwurzen.
So good, man. Yeah. There's a company out of Chicago here called Bende, Bende. They make sausages you can buy at like the little Russian grocery stores.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's the stuff, man. Right there.
I'm getting hungry. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop talking about food. It's almost midnight here.
Well, you know what they say? Hungarians are always hungry.
Hungry Hungarians.
It's in the name.
It's in the name.
It's part of the name. Come
Right?
on. Hungry Hungarian.
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll have plenty of that. We'll have to visit my brother where my mom's at, so you can, As a matter of fact, on my way home today, after I'm dropping off, I have this. I don't know. I'm not in the Franken van. I'm dropping off this sewing machine that my mom bought. I don't know if you can see it there, because hers broke down, and she likes to sew. She's a seamstress, and my brother Andrew does upholstery work. So I'm dropping off this one to him because this one's a slower machine, a little bit. It's an industrial sewing machine made by Mitsubishi, and I'm swapping it for the one he has. That's a faster one that my mom likes, the faster kind, and taking that to my mom's where she lives at my brother John's house in San Ramon, California, and where Johnny Bean and I always meet up at that place where we have like ice cream and stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's what my day. I was going to be in the Franken van, but the Franken van's engine light came on, so that's no bueno. Have to see what's going
9
on.
out of 10 times it's going to be an O2 sensor. Just saying.
Yeah, it's an older vehicle. It's got 260-something thousand miles on that thing already. So
that's 400,000 kilometers, by the way.
That's a lot.
Thanks, Trev.
Exactly. Trev just spits that out like Rain Man because he just.
In Canada, you have to go both ways because we're like so close to the States.
Google
It
it
spills
that
over all the
fast.
time.
It's like a machine.
That's funny, man. Anyway, I'm coming up on Mount Diablo right now, but I'm not going to show you guys.
Why not? Come on. Come on. You can't deny
I don't know. The CHP could be hiding anywhere around here. This is the Tri-Valley. The Tri-Valley, they don't mess around. If there was snow on the mountain still, I would show it, but the snow melted. It's not really that exciting.
How much is the view worth for you?
All right, what kind of super chats you guys going to throw at my way? Okay, hold on, let me see.
PayPal me $50 and I will show them.
All right, I'm just going to go like this. It's right behind that tree. Hold on.
Yeah.
We see
there it is.
Put it away.
You
Put
see
it
it?
away. Put it
You
away.
see the clouds. The clouds are touching it.
I see the cop. He's on his bike.
The clouds are touching it. That's how high up it is.
Put it away.
Did you guys get a good view?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for risking another ticket.
You're welcome, Trev. You know,
taking one for the team.
I figure they got me once today already. You know, like double. What do they call it in the animal house? Double. You're on double secret probation now. You know what you do when you're on double secret probation, Trev, right? Toga. That's when you just say "fuck it all." Sorry about the F word, and you just have a good time.
We're not monetizing. You can swear all you want.
Right on. No, I usually don't swear a lot, you know that, but once in a while it slips out. Yeah. Speaking of swear words, every exit in Germany, did you notice what it has? It's an asphalt. I'm like, what the?
Ausfall.
Yeah, just like the rat house. They got weird names for stuff. Yeah, the rat house. Seriously, you guys, you won't believe this. When I saw this, I'm in Austria, and I'm like, you know what they call the town hall where the bureaucrats and the politicians? That's right.
I'm showing the picture.
There you go.
The one I sent you on the weekend.
That's right. That's where they filmed James Bond, right?
Yeah.
He
Right
barely
next
got
to-
out of the rat house alive. We had a lot of fun.
That's where the rats meet up.
That's
That's where the rats hang out. Yeah.
Also known as
Trying to take over the world. Oh my God. Now I'm in Walnut Creek, California. Now that's where Johnny Bean also hangs out. He used to live in Walnut Creek.
Flashing lights.
Yeah, that's just reflection from the sunlight that's behind us now.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Was it blue?
The sun in California is always blue.
Did you guys hear that, by the way? Did you hear him go beep beep? I'm like, oh fuck, got me.
I just heard you say something and then the camera was off.
Yeah.
Or like it was like the phone dropped on the floor or on your jeans.
I did say, I'm getting a ticket, and then I ended the stream.
Well, we can watch in the replay. It's all.
Yeah, we can replay it. There you go. We got to clip that. Somebody clip that. You got to clip that out. Yeah. Laz gets a ticket. And then send it to my wife, and then she won't let me go to NAMM.
That's the title. Less going to jail ?
Yeah.
Less is
exactly. Send PayPal funds now to save Laz.
Hashtag free Laz. Going to jail again.
Hashtag free Laz. Yeah. Oh my God. That's funny. And I was making a joke the other day about Fernando that I'm going to do a Ferris Bueller style Save Ferris t-shirt, but I'm going to have Save Fernando. I think I might get some white letters and stick them onto the bottom part of the body of Fernando that say Save Fernando. But I could put it like across the side of it too, and that would also be cool. Save Fernando. Yeah. That guitar.
Polyfinish, right?
What's that?
Fernando has a polyfinish, right? Or is it like
probably not? Actually, that's an '80s. That's a mid '80s made in Japan guitar that was made to be like a vintage. I think it's probably not. It doesn't look like poly to me. I mean, it's in pretty good shape though, considering it's been around, since the mid '80s. But maybe there's some way to test that, Martin. We got to figure that out. We'll do a finish test on some part of it.
I know ways, but you won't like the result if it is nitro.
It has something to do with fire.
It has
with
some
lighter.
No, it has something to do with just hanging it on rubber or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe the back pocket, like the spring cavity pocket on the edge, we can stick a piece of
We can hardly hear you. You're frozen again. That's a good view.
You hear that? It sounded
sounding very robotic.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like a robot underwater.
Yep.
So yeah, if you have something rubber-ish that has softeners in it, then you will get burn marks after rather short time.
But how long does it have to be on there to get burn marks from the rubber? That's not what she said.
Depends on the guitar or on the.
So
there's got to be another way. I'm gonna Google that one too.
I would guess within a few days.
It's always a pleasure and so much fun to hang out with my best friends from Austria. And Laz in the house.
Yeah, man.
It's so much better than earlier. I mean, I'm having a great time.
Same here.
We're always enjoying your company, Trev. Cheers.
The best part about partying with people in Europe is you get to start 8 hours earlier.
Yeah. That's true. We're always late
we
to
could
the
keep
party.
the party going for several more hours.
I will join once my alarm rings in the morning. I will be back in.
Yeah, in about 3.5 hours, we could start more.
And I'm still in Lucas's basement.
Martin's still sitting here.
Oh,
And
we
your
got the
daughter
sun
will
blast
say,
going
I
now.
knew it all the time.
He lives down there. Yeah, that's the funny
Brad's
story.
got the
I don't know if
starburst
I've
going.
told it
Oh, now
already.
he's underground.
I think it was a year and a half ago when Krenna was visiting us here in Vorarlberg. He was staying at Martin's place, and we were down here jamming. And then my daughter thought that Martin and Krenna live in the basement.
That's funny.
And yeah, but 1.5 years ago.
You guys should do like a skit of like the Pulp Fiction, the Gimp. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Not sure. Pulp Fiction.
I have not seen Pulp Fiction. Shame on me in the original language, so I'm not sure what you're referring to.
The Gimp is the one in the leather clothes that basically you only see his eyes and mouth.
Okay. The one
The guy that lives in the box.
In the basement of the pawn shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bruce Willis, makes pretty short work of that fella.
Oh my God. Have you guys been keeping up on Castaway Island vlog episodes of late? Henning's
I
video?
haven't watched a single episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are missing out. That's some funny shit.
Really? The
yeah.
videos on Henning's channel.
It's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely watch the vlog series.
Will do,
'cause
Ryan.
It's funny.
Wow.
It's pretty funny stuff.
We're drinking one for Ryan.
Hmm?
William just says nitro glows green under a UV light.
Yeah,
That's
that might be.
Oh, maybe that would. Yeah, there you go. So that's like a Trogley trick, right?
Yeah.
Troglodyte trick. Troglodyte.
The troglodyte. So, yeah, we'll have to buy one of the mini blue lights or black lights, or what do they call it? Black light.
Yeah. And Bo says he's making pins. He can be here for a while.
Right on.
And I think Dennis Ellis is leaving us.
Someone's got to send Bo the link so we can watch him make those pins.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun because he pulls out a lot of gear in between.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to jump on.
Hey, should I go to In-N-Out? Should I go to Krispy Kreme's Donuts now or after I visit my brother's house?
Up to you.
If his handle is Guitar Man.
I could go now. I can get some Krispy Kremes. I gotta. You know why? Because I just got a ticket and I'm feeling a little depressed. I need the little happy time Krispy Kreme donuts to pick me up.
Nothing like a sugar rush to get you out of a depression. And here's a big hug, Laz.
I'm gonna do it.
Laz, I'm sending you a hug, brother. Thanks for taking the ticket for us. We appreciate it.
Are you leaving? I can't hardly hear you guys.
No, just sending you a hug, Laz.
Oh, thank you, man. No, I'm all right, dude. I've done much worse and gotten away with it. So I don't feel bad at all.
Yes, we're still
that
alive.
one ticket, after all those laws broken, it's laughable. To be honest. I mean, just my first year of owning a car, when I was 16 years old, I broke more laws than I'd ever be able to pay the penalties for.
Me too. I actually lost
How
my
much
license.
do they charge approximately for driving with a phone?
Yeah. We didn't have phones back then. I just drove really, really fast.
No, but
everywhere I went.
Today.
Do you have an estimate what the ticket today will cost?
I'm gonna guess $150.
Wow.
Maybe 200.
Yeah, I think here it is
Less?
more. I
Is
think.
it?
Yeah, driving with the phone it's crazy expensive here.
It would cost more here for sure. It's in the hundreds of dollars because people don't
Yeah.
fucking listen. They just keep doing it. And
Yeah, I think it's
Some people
Well,
who
hopefully
can
it's
drive
not. It could, maybe
be
it could be like
responsible
something more
with it.
serious, like a $600-700 ticket. I mean, it's possible, but the way the cop was asking, he was almost like it was like going to be a slap on the wrist, kind of first time offense thing. You know.
Jesus, I almost forgot.
In
I know the
Austria, it's
Krispy
just
Kreme
50
donuts is
euro.
around here somewhere, but I know.
Les. In Austria,
Don't
it's
know
50
exactly.
euro.
What's that? 50 euro
Way-
for what I did?
For being on the phone
that's not
without
bad.
just using the phone on while you're
Yeah.
driving, it's 50 euro.
How about filming while you're driving?
I'm not sure
Right.
sure if there's a fine for that. Live streaming while driving.
Yeah, live
that's-
streaming while driving.
There'll
Exactly.
be a
I don't know where the
difference.
Krispy Kreme donuts is because I can't use my phone's navigation while I'm on the stream.
Ja, was mit dem Bildschirm hier schauen?
Ja, ist noch schlimmer.
I'm just having to drive
Alles
around
nur
searching for it.
Ja.
abhängig.
You guys
So
want to
one-
see what an outdoor mall looks like over here? It's just lots of cars parked everywhere. Here's an Old Navy, the World Market, Cost
It
Plus.
looks pretty new for an Old Navy, just saying.
Right? Yeah, but I think the Krispy Kremes it's got to be around here somewhere. People wanting to get across without getting run over. Yeah, this is like one of these outdoor super malls that
You
have
already
like all
got a
these
ticket.
big stores. Yeah, if I get pulled over, I'll say, "Hey, I already got a ticket today. Can you like
No hit
give
and
a brother
run. Come on, man.
give a
No
give
hit
a
and
brother a break?" It's not like I'm
Come
like
on, already.
exhibition.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't know where this donut place is. I think I'm in the wrong complex. I think I'm like the wrong. I got to go to the other direction. Yeah, here's the Banana Republic,
William De Silva
the
says,
Barnes and Noble bookstore.
We're gonna first offense.
You guys mind if I jump out just for a second so I can find where this Krispy Kreme donut place is at? So I'm just driving around blind here.
No.
Oh, I think it's on the other side. Oh, there's the Panera Bread. So yeah, it's on the other side. I know where to go. All right. The Yard House. This is a similar place to where we went with Johnny Bean. The first Mammoth show I went to, which was with Guns N' Roses.
So last, Ryan says he'll send you a knife. Which we should tell you.
I think that's gonna be awesome, dude. Whatever you send me is cool. He did ask me, and so I gave him my grand wish of all wishes, but that's asking a lot, I know. But anything you send me, dude, it's so cool. It doesn't matter what you send. It's all good.
That's cool.
I'm a knife guy. I love knives.
He's a knife guy.
I've seen Ryan's knives.
Have you guys ever seen my Henning 42 HP 42 signature guitar box opening episode
No.
from way back in the day?
I think so, but it's
What kind of knife did you use?
Yeah, I
The
had like
sword.
every knife I had in the house stuck into that box as kind of a joke that I'm finally unopening this thing. Oh, there it is. I found the Krispy Kremes. There it is. Krispy Kreme.
and a cop is waiting.
All right, you guys are scaring me now. All right, here we go.
Not again.
Here's the drive. Like, man. All right, Krispy Kreme. Here we are. Krispy Kreme donuts. You guys see the sign? All right, here we got the selection. Let's see what do you got. What do you guys want?
I like Boston cream.
Hi, can I get a classic assorted dozen
All right, what would you like in it?
Can I get at least one or two of the sugar sprinkle? Oh my God, the sugar sprinkled, and maybe a couple of the sour cream cakes in there. Also, some raspberry and lemon filled ones, and then maybe one of the glazed strawberry ice with sprinkles and chocolate sprinkles ones.
All right. Would that be all?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They're probably watching us for the video as I'm watching them.
Could be.
There you go.
They're coming for you. On the ground now. Show me your
There
hands.
you go. Hey, look at that. It's a nice view of my belly. All right. I gotta find my wallet.
So you bought
There's
12
my
donuts,
driver's
Wes. How many are you gonna eat?
Well,
How much longer you got?
my nephew Nicholas loves donuts, so I'm getting some donuts for myself, for my nephew Nicholas, and also for my sweetie. And she likes them plain old sugar sprinkle ones. I'll show you the box. You guys want to see my ticket? Here you go.
What's in the box?
He's got the box.
What does it say?
Oh my God. Hold on, let me turn this up so I can hear you guys. Is that causing feedback or anything?
Oh, you're good, man.
Yeah.
Coming in good, man.
There we go.
Crispy
There it
Kreme.
is. Careful, don't want to smash the top.
Spelled incorrectly.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Thank you very much.
No spelling, no grammar, no spelling.
Oh, I wish there was smell-o-vision, man.
Custom crazy.
I know
wish
what
there
they
was
smell like.
Very crusty. Ah.
Should I take a bite?
Ooh,
I'm gonna take a bite.
crusty old-fashioned. I see.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to kick you out now, Les, because I'm getting hungry.
If I don't have diabetes yet,
Stop it.
diabetes.
But I think after 3 hours we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Don't
true.
you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Let's
work
get-
out tonight when I get home. I'm gonna have to do some exercise, you know.
Show us the donuts.
Not while
All right, hold
driving.
on. Let me pull over.
Of course.
Let me pull over real quick. I gotta park.
And we will finish the show with your donuts.
All right.
Wow,
Wow.
that's insane. How much did that cost?
It was $18.99,
20
Not
bucks.
bad.
basically $20. But they don't tax you for food here in America.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. 10%
They
here
shouldn't
in-
have to for 20 bucks for a dozen of donuts. Jesus.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
like
right.
40 bucks
But-
Canadian, Laz. Are you kidding me?
But they do ask you for tips, so get ready for that, Martin.
Yeah.
We don't do that. He can always say, sorry,
I
I'm
know.
from Europe. No. no.
You
No,
tip me.
no.
You tip me for coming here.
They'll chase you down the street, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So I'm gonna head over to my brother's now.
You tip me. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I'm really glad that my sweetie is so disinterested in my YouTube stuff that she has no idea what I do. If she knew I was doing this, she would like smack me around because she's like, "What are you doing? You're crazy driving around with the video going. You got a ticket, and even after the ticket, you do. What's wrong with you? And then you stop and get donuts. What's wrong with you?
She's not subscribed to our channel then.
No, she rarely even watches my stuff.
Okay. I see. I understand. No. Just kidding. Well, yeah, 3 hours. What a show. Before Martin came over, I said, "Yeah, we can do maybe 1.5 hours about the NAMM stuff, and then I think we can wrap it up." But as always, we're going way over what we planned initially. But
Probably a little
it's just too much fun.
Pacific
Martin,
Standard
when
Time
he
Zone.
asks for tips, tell them not to get married.
Yeah.
That's a free
By
tip
the
for
way,
you.
guys, right over this little overpass here is that Guitar Center in Concord that Johnny always goes to, and he's lately been
Are we
playing
making
that
a pit stop, Wes?
$4,000. I don't think I have the time. It's already 4:00.
Yeah, you got to get home for your show, man. And we got OU812 coming up shortly.
Yeah, you guys got to go jump into Ryan's show. Yeah.
Yes, you did, William.
Pretty much. He left when he got the ticket. Yeah.
Let me check. When last texted me on Instagram, that was 1 hour ago. Pretty much exactly 1 hour ago. Go 1 hour back in the stream, and then you will see live on camera.
Yeah, that would have been a little bold of me to keep streaming while the cop was giving me the ticket. But the thought did occur.
Yeah. Say hi to my Austrian friends.
Yeah, my Austrian friends wanted to see the at.
If you're already paying for it, Mazel, right? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Get some for your ticket.
I mean, we could probably clip something like that, for viral.
How much do you usually tip from your bill?
I think 15% in the US.
15%?
Usually 15% is like what's considered a good tip.
So
a lot of times nowadays they're even talking about tip fatigue here in America, because a lot of businesses have been including it in their receipt when you tap, your card or whatever to pay for something. They have the suggestion of anywhere from 15, 18 to 20% as a tip, and then you can choose other. But like you're standing right in front of the guy paying for the stuff, and you have to click the thing right in front of him, So people are talking about that there's this like pressure to tip big every time. And I've always been a big tipper because I did work in that field as a teenager. That was my first job outside of painting apartment units. When I already had my car, I worked at a Mexican place called That Mexican Place in Denver. That was the name of it. That Mexican Place, which got bought by another ownership that kept the same working staff for the most part outside of the chefs. So bus boys is what they call those guys who went to fill the waters and stuff. We got kept on, and they turned it into a place called the Denver Prime. The Denver Prime was a high-end kind of steakhouse, and they had wine glasses on the green fabric cloth tables. And they even had a piano lounge in the bar. And the reason why this story is cool is that the manager of that place was a jerk, and he didn't like me because I had long hair. But one time, in between hours, you have that 1 or so hours where they shut down and they clean the place up and get it ready for dinner time. I think it was a Friday night. I asked them during my break, "Hey, can I play the piano over here in the piano lounge?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, kid. Go ahead." And it was, I guess impressed enough by my piano playing that from then on, he was cool to me. He even, said, "Hey, have you ever had a filet mignon?" And I'm like, "What's that?" And he made me a filet mignon. And then, so it was really, really cool. Piano playing, I guess, pays off. It's the moral of the story.
Ryan says, "Here's the tip blast. Don't show your phone and drive."
And this one's free.
Try to avoid the temptation of filming the cop. Hey, here's the cop that's going to pull me over in 5 minutes.
I mean, I swear to God, California cops are cool if you're not a jerk to them, and I almost would guarantee you that if I was like, hey, I was actually kind of like, taking pictures of that for my Austrian friends, and one of them's going to be visiting next month. Can we take a selfie? It's probably illegal for him to do that, but I mean, the thought occurred to me that he might let me do it because he seemed pretty cool, actually.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. So
all right.
All right, you guys.
Trev, Les, thanks for joining.
Thank you guys.
A pleasure as always having you on, and everybody in the chat, thanks a lot as well.
Thanks for staying with us.
For joining our shenanigans.
Yeah. PayPal Labs at musictherapylabs.com. It doesn't exist. PayPal me to help me pay for my ticket.
Check out Laz's channel for sure. There will be a live stream soon.
Yes.
You don't have it up already, so I can't send the link.
I have to still put that together, but I will put it together before the show starts. I promise.
The title will be "Send Me Money, Got Ticket" or something.
No. That's how I get in trouble with my sweetie. I have to make it something totally, normal. Like I have to be like a professional YouTuber. I gotta,
Last, you have to put the streams up earlier so we can send the link in our show.
Yep.
I know. I mean, trust me, I know all these things. I just never make the time for it. I really need to become more professional. Anyway. Especially if I'm asking people to bail me out of jail and stuff.
Getting better
someday,
every day, brother.
All right, you guys. I'm going to go, too, because I just pulled up to my brother's place.
Cheers, man.
And my phone's about to die anyway. The battery's saying, help me.
All right.
Battery pack.
Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for joining.
All right, you guys.
See you. Bye.
Your battery.
See you later.